Well, hi there, chat. Well, hello. When I say I have been working hard at this behind the scenes for over a month now. Well over a month at this rate. I wasn't kidding. I wasn't kidding. I got a lot. Oh my goodness, a lot of things have changed. So, it's not just the new intro screen, it's not just the new intro BGM, it's a lot more things than that. But, I think before we get there, there's something else. There's something else you'll need to know first. Just real quick. You know, it's funny. The draconic race conquered the entire galaxy, but the one thing we just could not conquer was our own lifespan. You know, I mentioned before that dragons aren't truly immortal beings. We just are extremely long-lived. But all of that life energy begins to build up over time, and it has to go somewhere. So, whenever a particularly long-lived cosmic dragon reaches the end of their lifespan, a nebula is born. Thus is our essence returned to stardust. Now you see, that's usually not a problem. Space is vast, and an explosion of energy that large is easily swallowed by, well, the vastness of space itself. But what happens if something as ancient and as powerful as the soul of a dragon is suddenly left without a body? Usually, dragons can regenerate or create a new body for their soul to inhabit upon a near-death experience or life-threatening injury. Remember, my first cybernetic body was needed after I was injured, journeying to this particular part of the galaxy. Originally, my organic body was at first augmented and strengthened with cybernetics. But over time, it became necessary to entirely transfer my soul to a fully cybernetic body, as the organic parts of me started to fail and degrade. This new body served me well. It's contained my life energy while I began the process to regenerate my organic body. However, something that cybernetic bodies do struggle with, even technology as advanced as ours, is longevity. Now, normally, a healthy dragon body easily dissipates life energy throughout their natural lifespan. Cybernetic bodies, however, struggle to contain that much energy, and over time they can start to break down. They can be repaired, don't get me wrong, but even successive repairs can't be sustained long term, and ultimately a new body is needed. The process of soul transfer is actually quite easy. On paper. On rare occasions, a draconic soul can corrode, damage its artificial host due to its raw energy output. And if the body becomes damaged, soul can become corrupted. The data, the energy, the very life essence itself begins to act erratically. And if left unchecked, it could start to eat away at memories. And in the worst case, explode outward with a force enough to rival a supernova. Now you see why I have to prevent something like this from happening, seeing as how my layer is now currently orbiting the Earth. Last I checked, a supernova this close to an inhabited planet usually doesn't end well. Unfortunately, something went very, very wrong with my upgrade process. An uncontrolled surge of my life energy while transferring to my new body greatly damaged it to the point where it wouldn't be able to contain it without external help. Think of these new parts as energy shock absorbers. They're here to keep me in check, in balance. Fortunately, the only external scarring of this traumatic event is what's happened to the left side of my face. My eye, precisely. Oh, don't get me wrong, it works just fine. It's just permanently damaged because of the energy surge. No idea how to fix it as of yet. I'm convinced that it's just the energy of my soul at this point. My hands, as well, entirely destroyed in the process and had to be rebuilt entirely. So, what's this all mean exactly? Well, a draconic soul with thousands upon thousands of years of experience and pent-up energy is currently being held writhing inside of a cybernetic body that is barely keeping itself in check. In short, if you want to put it this way, I am a walking time bomb. There's no need for such hyperbole, though. I'm still me, and I am still functioning, and I will be damned if I let this slow me down at all. I'll get my body back. This just has to hold out until then. Until then, I'm about to make it the universe's problem. Now, doesn't that just sound so fun? It's a new journey, and you are more than welcome to join me. Okay. Hang on. It's not... Hi, look, new shoes. Oh. I love this. Right? Also new room, which I will definitely show off in a moment, but hold on a second. Hang on. Hello. Hey, everybody. Tapper, I know you're losing your mind. Tapper, I know you're losing your mind about the new hands. I had mentioned to Tapper because she's currently in the process of knitting my old gloves at this point. And I told Tapper, I'm like, you are gonna need... Oh my god, y'all. Greymon, thank you for that stretch redeem. We'll get to that in a minute. Orlock, thank you for the 47... I'm sorry, does that say 47 months? My goodness. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Right. Hee 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 hee. Right? Okay, hang on. See? I'm so glad I finally got these to work. Because it took me a while. It took me a while. But you notice something else. Chat, you notice something else. I got a flippin' ponytail now. Look how long this thing is. Chat, I got a flippin' ponytail now. Look how long this is. Yeah, hi, Knives. All right, hold on. Hold on. Right? Oh, you've seen this already in enough teasers that I've posted in the past few weeks. Hello, chat. How are you? Here, look, you can see even more details now. Right? And you can probably see some subtle details as well, like the fact that I've got a bluish tint on my skin now as well. It's more intense in some places than others, like my left eye, for example. You see that? You see that? That's what happens. That's what happens when a transfer process goes wrong. That's what happens when a transfer process goes very, very wrong. Hello. Was that a pet chat redeem I saw again? Hang on. Yes. No? Was it? Yes, it was. Zach, I see that. Hee. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you, Akito. I appreciate that. Akito, it would appear that you, me, and Kay also all frequent the same upgrade store. Is that an auto? Ooh, that's early. Sunny, that's early. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That's Sunny, that's early. That Sunny, you're evil. Ah, but that's very good. That's very, very good. Oh my goodness. Okay. So if you if you're either a channel member on YouTube or a sub or are subbed here on Twitch, and you have either account, right? If you have either account connected to your Discord account, you automatically get access to the subs only section, right? You're gonna get access to the subs only section on the Discord, and you would have seen this model come together practically in real time. You also would have seen the new lore video already for a full 24 hours. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, I adore how this model came together. Look at how floofy. Look at how floofy and flowy the hair is now. My gosh. Hey Sora, how's it going? How you doing? Yeah, thank you. Oh my god, it looks so nice. I am so alien. Holy moly. Did that kick off a freaking hype train already? Yes, it did. Elliot, for the love of God. Oh no, not again. Oh no, not again. Oh no. Dirtbag, hello. Welcome. Oh God, hold on. Let me get you a set. Akito. Help! Help! Not again. Oh my God. 80 out of 50. Y'all have destroyed. Y'all have destroyed. Y'all have absolutely destroyed the monthly sub goal. My goodness gracious. Holy cow, y'all. Alien, what's going on, man? How are ya? How are ya? Oh, that alert's gonna be cycling for a bit. That alert's gonna be cycling for a bit. Oh my goodness. Let me show off some more details for anyone who missed it, right? Hang on. Been sleepy? Oh, that's a mood. That's a mood, buddy. I feel that. I feel that. So, besides the long hair, all of the little tech upgrades, right? Right? I fucking love how this turned out. So that, all of this, right? Oh my God, finally. All of that is what's helping to stabilize my new cybernetic body. And again, if you want to play back the new lore video, it is up on YouTube now. It is up on the YouTube channel now. My hands as well. Tapper's gonna lose her bloody mind again. Because I know how she feels about my hands. Like, yeah, there it is. There it is. See? And of course, these little energy rings at my sides as well. There. Saxon, what in the hell? Oh my God. Y'all are crazy. And of course the new shoes, which I absolutely love. I made a joke in like a little preview video for channel subs. I have Tron shoes now, essentially. I have Tron shoes now, essentially. Oh yeah, and also, hang on. As I give Tapper a heart attack again. This, right? I had to redo. I basically had to. Okay, hold on. Peeling back the curtain a tiny bit. I basically had to re-sculpt my entire face just to get all the details to fit. Which is why if you look very, very closely, physically, this face is way different than my previous two models. And that's exactly what I had to do to get everything to work. But I'm glad I finally got everything to work. It also cuts a cleaner silhouette, right? So I flip-flopped whether I wanted to keep my horns, and then I realized that my little antenna, they cut a better silhouette of Sonny! For the love of God! Okay. Okay, buddy. Alright. Thank you, I appreciate it, holy God. Hi, Kyle, how are you? Oh, that is what? That is 90 now. Y'all, the sub goal for the month was 15. We're at 90 now. What the hell? Oh, Dirtbag, enjoy your sub. You get all the cool emotes now. Yo, you get not just the follower emotes, you get all the cool new emotes now. Yeah. Enjoy those. Enjoy those. Enjoy those. Yeah, I had that one. I had the non-binary one specifically made for like right around when I came out as NB, right? I'm not sure if I ever said it on the sub channel on the Discord, but I'll say this full love and respect. 5 head. God damn it. I was... Oh my god. I was wondering who was going to be the first one to say that. God dang it. That was another worry I had. I was like, my forehead too big? And then I realized, no, my forehead's not that big. I think this is the first time any one of my models has not had hair long enough to cover both my forehead and my eyes. Right? Well, I mean, it is long enough. It is long enough, but like it's not completely covering my eyes anymore, which thank God. Oh, right. Chat. Check it. New room. Look at new room. Isn't this really freaking cool? Right? Isn't this awesome? I love this. I love this. Okay, so for anyone just joining now, hang on a second. Just for anyone just joining now, right? So here's the new starting screen for anyone who missed it. Here's the new starting screen for anyone who missed it. And let me tell you right now, the new background music that I chose is a fucking vibe. Okay. I did something very funny, but also very simple with the BRB screen, right? Which is really funny, because I was kind of racking my brain. I'm like, what am I gonna do for a BRB screen? Am I gonna have to commission somebody to do something new? Or am I gonna try and make something myself? And then I realized I could do the funniest thing. So I did the funniest thing. What the hell are you two doing on there? Get off of the... Come on! Really? What are you doing? I just made the bed. I swear to God. Oh. Good Lord. No, leave them alone, they're vibing. All right, yeah, fair. It's just call me to replace the avatars with Sonic and Tails. I said it on the subs only portion of the Discord, but if I ever get a chance to animate, you guys, if I ever get the chance to animate the Robold chat mascot, you're probably gonna go on there as well. you're probably gonna go on the BRB screen as well. Which means that's gonna get crowded. That area behind me is gonna get real crowded. Okay, I gotta show you one more thing, but I need to preface this. I gotta preface this by saying stream is not ending. I am just showing you the ending screen. I need to preface that right now, okay? So don't go anywhere. But seriously, check this out. Yet another vibe and a half in terms of music. Right? Right? Is that not cool as hell? Is that not cool as hell? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, chat. I saw y'all. I saw y'all. I swear to god. Oh my goodness. Huh. I'm so glad everything turned out well. Holy cow. That was so good. Oh my god. Whoo. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, everyone. I saw. How are you? I thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for swinging by. Oh God, listen, Comey. If you want some help, if you want tips, I can help you out. I have watched. Again, I am peeling back the curtain ever so slightly. I have watched so many tutorials about how to customize Vroid models from the ground up. I can help you, believe me. I have watched so many tutorials on how to do that. Okay, chat, very important. I gotta say a few thank yous. And eagle-eyed stream watchers will have seen this pop up some point last night because I what's it called? I was changing things around on the about section of stream last night. Regardless, I have some thank yous to dole out right now. Hi Vesper, why thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hold on. Vesper, you're getting a shout out as well. I also just realized I never actually I gave Alien a shout out earlier, but I never actually talked him up. Everyone go follow Alien if you don't already. Also go follow his streaming partner Neapolitan. They're absolutely fantastic, right? Everyone go follow Vesper as well. Very adorable, very fun VTuber. Adorable model. Hey Snake, how you doing? The Chef Forehead emote is gonna be... You know it might be at this point. You know it might be at this point. God dang it. I love how more bouncy the hair is because it just makes me that much more expressive. Right? Whoa. Anyway, oh god, undiagnosed ADHD is kicking in again. So, I have some thank yous and some credits to dole out because everything that I have just shown off right now was and is a collaborative effort. So, for the new model assets, you know, it would probably just help if I moved over this way, huh? I am here. Okay, new model assets. Kay alluded to it earlier in chat, but all of the cybernetics that you just saw me show off, that's Fox Corp. That's Fox Corp. The hair, the color, and the custom texture, that's Lazaru. That's Lazaru. Kaito Sai did the outfit, and Sursen was responsible for the custom eye textures, right? You get your hand tracking. Oh, believe me. That is an option I have been working on. Let me just say that right now. Hand tracking is something I have been working on. I'm getting there. Stream assets. Do Thing Art is the artist that did the new room. Yeah, Do Thing Art is the artist that did the new room. And y'all know Silent Warlock by now, right? Y'all know Silent Warlock by now. IRL friend of mine, also PNG tuber in his own right. He did the art. Well, okay, he did all of my emotes, number one. Number two, he's also the one responsible for the one overlay which I have not changed on stream, which is the gameplay screen. That has remained the same because I like the aesthetic of that. And for all of the new music, new and old music alike, the old music that you have been listening to either on this screen and on the BRB screen is from Popsky and, of course, the Blue Archive soundtrack, because that game will not leave my brain. But all of the new music you heard on the start screen and the end screen is from Lavare. Lavare you can find on Coffee. All of their music is free to download and use as long as you credit them. Do Thing Art and all of the artists for my model, you can find them all on Booth, which is a wonderful resource for VTubers, can I just say. Oh my god. Booth is an incredible resource for VTubers, can I just say. Oh! Snake will talk. Snake will talk. Yeah. Snake will talk, believe me. Uh-huh. Snake will talk. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay, but like, can I just say this whole thing has been in the works for over a month now. I've had it in the back of my head to just, because as much as I have loved the previous model, right? As much as I had loved the previous model, the one thing that bugged me about it is the fact that the silhouette was not as nice as I'd like it to be, wasn't as clean as I'd like it to be, right? It wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. So I for this model, I had two things in mind. One was to clean up the silhouette, and two was to keep certain draconic aspects. And because I don't yet know how to custom model wings or a tail, I decided the easiest way to do that was to simplify the horns. And I realized that putting antenna plus horns on my head was going to be way too cluttered. And then I realized, like, well, what if I can just tweak the antenna design? Because that gives me a silhouette of horns anyway. And I think they turned out really, really heckin' well. Whoop. You think I'd like, right? Tapper's gonna lose her mind again. Literally the only thing that's changed about the horns, right? Literally the only thing that's changed about the horns, they've gained one more little bit on the side. That's it. And I think they've gotten a little longer. And I think they've gotten a little longer. But here's the other cool thing, chat. Look, if you look just past my hair and just underneath the little ear cups, you see that? You see that? It's my ears. You see? It's my ears. You really couldn't see, right? You really couldn't see my ears previously, but now you can. Now you can. They kind of do look like Gundam fin funnels, right? And the ear, yeah, there you go, Comey. I was waiting for somebody to notice. Yeah. Yeah, the little cybernetic glowy earrings. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do that voice again, I'll slap you so hard your old forms will feel it. Daxon, what voice are you referring to, Just what voice are you referring to? Do tell. Do tell, I'm listening. I'm listening. Okay. You see this, chat? How different the left eye is compared to the right? Because I really... Y'all remember my Halloween costume by now, right? I really liked... I really liked that black and then just the dot of blue in the center. And then Foxcore, I saw Foxcore had this asset, like this little cybernetic asset, and I'm just like, hold the phone, I can make that work. So here we are. I genuinely debated making both my eyes look like this, and then I was just like, no, wait, hold on. Wait, no, I can... What if I just add that to the... Wait a minute. And that's when my lore brain started running. I'm still zoomed in. Sorry. I just realized I'm still zoomed in. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Is it bad I just want to grab your ponytail and just go nom, forgive me, I love chewing hair, I'm weird. Oh my goodness, Daxon. So I was debating with three options. A long ponytail, a short ponytail, or long hair not in a ponytail at all. And ultimately I went with a long ponytail. I don't think... Do I have a picture? Hold on a minute. Do I have a picture of when I was heavily considering long hair without a ponytail? I think I do. Wait a second, chat. Hold on. Hang on a second. Aha! Yes, I do. Oh, wow. Wow, this was back before I added the cybernetics as well. Hang on. Yep. This was even back before I added the cybernetics. See? It's just really long hair. I was debating doing that. I was debating just sticking with that, and we lost Tapper again. Oh my god. We've lost Tapper again. Holy moly. If you're Snake, I'm a switch. Snake, I'm a switch, okay? Look, I'm a non-binary bisexual disaster. What more do you want from me? I can't make a decision to save my life. Actually, no. My favorite variation of that joke is I can make a decision. My only problem is that my decision is always yes. Let's give you J-drama bad boy hair. Really? Okay. If I knew how to do toggles on Vroid Studio, I could toggle between... I would absolutely put a toggle between this and the long hair. If I knew how to do toggles on Vroid Studio, I would absolutely put a toggle for that in. Right? Look, I love how fluid it is. I was actually looking at this for... Oh, really, Snake? Okay. Heck yeah. Fantastic. Toggles are unfortunately not possible to implement in Vroid. That's unfortunate. I feared as much. You have to pull some Unity shenanigans. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's admittedly a little annoying, but thankfully Unity is easy to work with. If you do know how to pull said shenanigans, oh. Interesting. You can't access toggles via... Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up. Chat, you may get unbraided long hair me after all. Tapper may die again. I honestly, I've not checked out Waterdell. I may have to check that out. Yeah, VC Face has been really nice to use. It is a bit simplistic though. It is a bit simplistic though. I appreciate the help, Snag. Thank you. Yeah, I might have to check that out as well, Comey. Yeah. It gives access to more than just 6 expressions. Oh, thank God. Chat, we're close to Hatsune Miku Chef Hair timeline. Oh my God. They let you customize any expression and then keybind it. Oh, shit. Well, all right then. Huh. Well, okay. You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. I was about to say y'all are like, okay, literally, I'm looking at the subs leaderboard right now. It's Sunny at 10, and then it's Alien and Akido immediately afterward, both tied at 5. I'm more impressed no one's taken the top spot on the Bits Cheer leaderboard yet. Now that I've said that out loud, fuck. Now that we'll be constantly glancing at the... Oh, okay. I understand, Snake. I understand. Oh, you've been so helpful right now. Honestly, thank you very much, Snake. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. For the record, for anyone in chat curious, the original monthly sub goal was 15. That does in fact say 90. That does in fact say not. Thank you, Daxon. Oy, oy, oy. Thanks for the 200 biddies. I appreciate it. And just like that, Daxon is the first on that leaderboard. Vroid gang. Honestly, yeah. Vroid, I'm ranting about behind the scenes technical stuff, but honestly, for as bad, thanks Daxon, my goodness. Vroid Studio gets sort of a bad rap. You can customize these models so much. I mean, fucking look at me. Right? Look at me. Yeah, Snake, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for letting me know all these fun things. I'm gonna write down water though before I forget. Let me do that. Let me write that shit down before I forget. Thank you. Oh yeah, Comey board. Yeah. I know. The next step, right? The next step I want to do, besides hand tracking, the next thing I wanna do is learn Blender. Thank you, Akido. Oh my God. The next thing I want to do is learn Blender. Right? The next thing I want to do is learn Blender because you can do so many custom things on that now. Like 200, like, was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago-ish that there was a panel at MagFest that was all about learning the basics of Blender. I think I still have my notes from that panel. I just need to sit down. I just need to actually sit my ass down and learn Blender for the Warlock. Thank you. Oh my god, what are y'all doing? Good god. Was that a donut? Yes, that was Pusheen in a donut. That was in fact Pusheen in a donut, Pip, yes. Make a model in Blender, then take that model, import it into Vroid Studio. You can? You can? I don't know. I forget if you can do that natively. But I know you can. I think you might need to check. You might need to check first. Sorry. You're probably gonna see me vibing a lot more to music now, especially with the new model because of just how expressive it is. As a posture check and a hydrate, thank you very much. So I have a weird coincidence that has just happened, and your blue color scheme has to do with it. Oh, really? What is it then, Dex? And I'm curious. I am quite curious. Oh, right. Another thing I want to do, another thing I want to learn, rather, is learn how to animate this. Because I know there are ways you can do it. I know there are ways you can do it. Because if I know how to animate me doing other things than just sitting here and talking to you, oh god. Oh lord, chat. So I love sour gummy worms. I just opened a brand new bag. They're all blue. No orange, no green, no pink or purple, just blue. Well, damn, okay. The arm motions will make it more expressive, honestly, Warlock, yeah. Points to I have an animation degree that's also... Oh my goodness, Comey. Comey, we'll talk. Comey, we'll talk. Oh yeah. I gotta... Oh god, I gotta do TTS. I gotta get y'all working. I gotta make y'all more expressive, I swear to god. If I can get that TTS redeemed down. Oh my goodness. Oh, but dare I give you that much power, chat? Dare I give you that much power? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm watching you, chat. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Oh, I see that, Tapper. I'm watching you. I love this. I love the fact I can throw y'all in horny jail now, I swear to god. I'll need to do some testing. At the very least, if I do add a TTS option, I'm fucking putting that on a long-ass cooldown. God damn it, Akio! Maybe the horny gel was a mistake. I swear to God, y'all! Oh, that's also true. Ooh, Sora, thank you very much. Appreciate that. maybe I should throw y'all back in there. Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Hold on, I just scroll back up. Sora, what was that? VRM posing desktop. If I remember correctly, it's free on Steam as well. Really? I'm gonna write that down also before I forget. I'm writing that down too before. There it is. Brilliant. I'm getting so many good programs to check out now. Huh. Okay. Oh my God, Sora, please, thank you. Yeah. Send that my way. Send that my way. Yeah, Tapper. IRC, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out as well. So yeah, Sora, send that my way. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Holy moly. Has that been on the wrong layer this entire time? God damn it, it has been. That has been on the wrong layer as well, too. Son of a bitch. Hold the phone. Both of those need to go there. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Neat. All right, we're fixed. Wait, my bad. It's like $12 now. It was free for a while. Ugh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Although $12 ain't that bad at the moment, considering all the sub shenanigans y'all have been throwing right now. My God. Look, I know I'm a dog. That doesn't mean I don't want to bat around Chef's ponytail like I'm a cat in Yarn Ball. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Am I gonna have to make a redeem for that now? Chat gets to play with my ponytail? Is that gonna be another redeem, chat? There you go. Oh, swear to God. See? Oh my God, this is the best way to get chat to pay attention. I don't have the jingle keys. I can just swish my ponytail around. Like, look, chat, pay attention now. Pay attention. Hello. Oh my God, that's the best way to get y'all to pay attention now. Jingles keys, jingles keys. I don't have to do that. Oh my God, that's perfect. I don't have to jingle the keys to get your attention. This is perfect. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I used to swat my wife's ponytail when her hair was longer. That's kind of adorable though, Akito. Honestly, that's cute. That's cute. Oh my goodness. That's really, really funny. I'm always paying attention. I'm just an airhead, so I don't know what area to focus on. You know what? That's entirely fair, Daxon. That's entirely fair. That's entirely fair. Oh, Sora, yeah. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I don't use Twitter anymore. I've entirely left Twitter behind. I might just delete my Twitter account at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I don't use Twitter anymore. I am way more active on Blue Sky these days. I am way more active on Blue Sky these days. One of the last photo shoots I overheard at work, someone was aggressively jingling keys to get their baby to look and smile. Oh my god. I'm 88. Oh yeah. I get that. No, you good, Sora. You good. It's just that, well, gestures at the state of the world. I don't know why anyone would want to follow or to continue to use a platform that's got Elon Musk's fingerprints all over it. Like, I'm at the point where I don't use Twitter anymore. I definitely don't use TikTok anymore. What is it called? I've long since deleted my LinkedIn. Facebook may be the next to go, honestly. Literally, I only ever use Facebook to keep in contact with my family in the Philippines, and I can easily do that via Messenger. Like, I don't need the Facebook account anymore. God call me same. God call me same. Yeah, I am probably gonna do that. I'm gonna do that sooner rather than later. The cool thing is now you can use Messenger now, and I don't believe you need a Facebook account to use it. Question mark? I don't remember. Oh, Sonny, no, I totally get that. I totally understand. I'm still holding on to Facebook for the same reason, because I have family in the Philippines who's the only way I can get a hold of them is to use Facebook, to contact them via Facebook. That's the only way I can keep in contact with them. Are we seriously over 100 sub points now? My god. Chat, y'all are wild. Hold on, does that mean when how close are we? Did y'all just... $13. Dare I tell chat this? Well, I might as well now. Chat, 13 more subs. We unlock a new emote slot. I might as well just tell you. 13 more subs, we unlock a new emote slot. I might as well just tell you, we're close enough to it. 13 more subs, we unlock a brand new emote slot. And it's an animated emote slot, too. Y'all are wild! Holy moly! Y'all are wild! Oh, I already know what if we hit that goal, I already know what emote. I already know what emote I want. Oh, Warlock, I am sending you a DM real fast. I am sending you a DM very quickly, friend. hold on. Bok Choy, what's going on? Hey, buddy, how are you? Yeah. hang on, Bok Choy. Let me show you. Also, the new hair is way more expressive, right? Look, and so I can show this off since you missed the beginning. Bok Choy, look. Super long ponytail. Lots of fun new cybernetic bits on me. It's such a... I fucking love this new bottle. Oh my god. I need to show off my hand. See? Just the new outfit as well, too. Like, look at this. It's such... Oh. The silhouette's so much cleaner on this one. Which is the main reason why I wanted to do an upgrade, right? And check, exactly. I see you, Tapper, I see you. Oh yeah, no worries, Daxon. I appreciate you very much for stopping by. Have a good night. Have a good night, friendo. Have a good night. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Bok Choy. How you doing? Hope your day was good. Hope your day is well. Yeah, I freaking love this new model. The silhouette is so much cleaner. Excellent. Good. Well, I got my idea for a new animated emote, and it's going to be great. It's entirely going to be for me, for my own purposes. Actually going in for something similar to this. Oh, let's go, Bok Choy. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go, Poggers von Choyson. Excellent. Let's go. You'll love to see it. I can show off also now. Not just for Bok Choy, but for anyone else who might have missed the new starting screen and the new starting screen BGM. Hey Ramses, how you doing? Perfect timing, check this shit out. I love how much of a vibe that music is. I love how much of a vibe that music is. It's so good. Have a good night, Sonny. Get some good eeps, buddy. Later. Another stream, yeah, right. Oh my god. There's so many. I put so much work into everything. It's so good. Like even just, I love the fact that even the new room, even the new background on the just chatting screen is fantastic. It's great. Everything flows so much better now, right? Everything flows so much better now. Oh, Hold on, let me double check something real quick. It should be up now. It should be up now. Hang on a second, chat. I just want to double check something real quickly before I send you off to my YouTube channel. Yes, good. Okay. For anyone who missed it earlier, the new lore video is up on the YouTube channel right now. Let me grab that real quick. There we go. I realized something after I had recorded, edited, and uploaded the new lore video. My first lore video was 5 minutes long. This new one, chat, is 7.5 minutes long. Apparently, I really like hearing myself yap. That or I'm writing so much goddamn VTuber lore for myself. You like hearing it too? Oh, thank you, Tapper. I appreciate that. I have a fun time putting everything together, honestly. Genuinely, I have a fun time putting everything together. Like, my god. The model itself, figuring out new assets and all that jazz, putting the starting screen and ending screen and BRB screen, all that new stuff together. Just listening to all the music, just figuring out what fits. Oh, thank you for pinning that, Warlock. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Again, you're gonna... because of the hair, you're probably gonna see me just absolutely vibe more, because it's way more expressive. I love it. I love it. Ah! I'm so glad everything worked as well as it did. Woo! I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a tiny bit nervous. I was feeling a tiny bit nervous, chat. Let me tell you why. I was testing all of the new layouts and all the new assets last night, and for whatever reason, I think it must have been an OBS thing. Nothing was working the way I had set it up. It was really laggy, or it was really like something was just not working. But thankfully, now, everything works the way it's supposed to. I'm like, okay, all right, OBS, work with me here. It really is, though. Bok Choy, it really is, though. My God. 9 times out of 10, if there's something going wrong with the setup, I can find the issue in OBS. It still isn't working? Oh God, Comey. Oh no. Also, I missed this amidst the hype train shenanigans, but Daxon, thank you for contributing to the new PC fund. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. My goodness. I have to wait for a Stream Deck update. Yeah, I think you should be able to, like, go into the program itself and just look for a new update. Unless you tried that already, I'm not entirely sure. Because that's how I fixed... That's how I fixed my own Stream Deck issues the other night. Call me. This is revenge for getting Tom to donate to your shenanigans, wasn't it? I see the arms race continues. Oh my goodness. By the way, chat, Comey has their own coffee page. If you want to donate and make them finish the Blue Mage quest in 14, that is their newest tip incentive. You can do that. It'd be hilarious. If you want to do the funny thing and make Comey go through all of the Blue Mage stuff, you can. We have fun here. We have fun here. We have fun here, okay? Oh my goodness. Oh, Comey's gonna shank me. Comey's gonna shank me. Amazing. Amazing. For anyone curious as to why that's getting, you know, how much shenanigans that is, right? I'm once again going to shake you. Oh no. So for anyone wondering why I'm doing that, I'm laughing so much is because the last time I did that last Friday, my buddy Tom immediately went to Comey's coffee page and dropped a massive donation. Because Tom, in his own words, is a big Blue Mage advocate. So like, he's just like, yeah, I'll make people do more Blue Mage stuff. Which is the funniest thing. Is that a pet chat redeem I just saw fly by there? Yes, it was. Also, hi Kingfisher, how you doing, bud? How are you? Hold on. Whoop. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing, friendo? Ooh, let me get you a shout out real fast. There we go. Shit. Shakes the cyber dragon affectionately. As eventful. Had oral surgery and then finished Journey in one sitting. Wow. Yeah, rest up, Kingfisher. My goodness. Also, Comey, that visual image is really, really funny to me. Because if I remember correctly, you are very short compared to me, lore-wise. If I ever, that's another thing I need to do. I need to commission an artist to draw my complete dragon form. Because that form is massive. At least it is as it exists in my brain. That form is massive. I slept for like 5 hours. Oh, yeah, I feel that, Kingfisher. Yeah, I feel that. When I got my wisdom teeth removed, I was in a lot of pain. B, I just wanted to sleep. B, exactly, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, chat, we have a packed schedule this week. Once again. We have a packed stream schedule this week, once again. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I am back on the New York Snark Exchange channel. Tomorrow is going to be more Monster Sanctuary. Wednesday is going to be one of 2 Final Fantasy streams on 2 different channels. Yes, we're doubling up. So Wednesday on the New York Snark Exchange, I'm starting officially the post Stormblood quests. So we're getting to post Stormblood content actually, which is great. And then on Friday, back here on the solo channel, I'm getting a big group together and we're running Omega. And that's gonna be fun as shit. I can't wait. Not a lot of pain, that's because the Novocaine and general anesthetic. Oh, that's great, Kingfisher. That's fantastic. Hello, Fetch. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. R2 says check Discord General. What is going on in Discord General right now? Oh, I love this animator. Wait. I fucking love that animator. It's so good. They're effectively trapped at home because I can't show the driveway because the snow turned into ice. Oh god, no. Stay safe, Fetch. Stay safe. Love the hair. Why, thank you, Ramses. I too love the hair, honestly. I love how bouncy and expressive it is. It's great. I love it. Wait, I love this animator though. Hold on. Oh, this dude is so funny. Wait a second. I need to show y'all this. I need to show y'all this. Hold on. To move myself over a tad. I love this. I love this animator. He's so funny. He's so funny, chat. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to show this off. I need to show this off real quick. Hold on a second. This animator is so fucking funny. Oh, hold on. Oh, unlock. There we go. So R2 posted this in on the Discord. With the caption, when Comey finally gets their hands on Chef, and it's kind of perfect. Hang on, I need to turn up the volume here. Like, look at this. Affectionately. I love this animator. Like, hold on. Wait. Look. Stop! Prop. The fucking boss health bars! The boss health bars! Oh my god. The jar. Oh, the jar one. I saw the jar one earlier. The jar one's good. He just eats the whole fucking thing at the end. Oh my god. Minbit is the artist, by the way. Oh my fucking god. These are so dumb and adorable, and I love them. Holy shit. Wow. Oh no. Where's the drive safe one?
Hey,
Uh,
do you have a minute to talk about your car's extended warranty?
I would have the same reaction.
Hey, do you have a minute to talk about your car's extended warranty?
I would have the same reaction. Oh my god. God damn it, Akido. God damn it, Akido. How dare you? How dare?
Hi, I'm... Sorry, could you repeat that? Sure, I'm name.
Immediately.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry. Hi.
Oh my
I'm...
god! This is literally me meeting
Sorry,
new people.
could you repeat that?
This
Sure,
is me meeting
I'm
new
name.
people. God damn it!
Sorry, could you repeat
Oh
that
no!
one more time? I'm sorry. Hi.
Oh god, that's me meeting new people. Oh god! Me, Anakin. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh Lord. Ooh, I relate to that. Ooh, I relate to that a little too much. Oh god.
Look what I can do.
Oh god.
Look what I can do.
God, these are so well done. Holy shit. Boom. Oh my fucking god. There. Oh, I have to. Oh my god. Bonk. That's, oh my god, Comey, it is. It is though, it is. That's Comey trying to do anything to me. And then that's me. Oh, lore accurate encounter. Lore accurate encounter. Lore accurate encounter.
Hello, would you like to save on your energy bill?
오, 죄송합니다. 저 영어 몰라요.
아, 괜찮아요. 네, 한국말 할 수 있어요.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
200불 아낄 수 있어요. Hello, would you like to save on your energy bill?
오, 죄송합니다. 저 영어 몰라요.
아, 괜찮아요. 네, 한국말 할 수 있어요.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
200불 아낄 수 있어요.
Oh my god, that's me. Oh no. Comey. Oh. Oh my god. Oh no. That's a completely reasonable response. Oh god, that's too real. What? Oh god. That's so funny. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. That's so funny. Holy shit. Wait, oh no, hold on.
I should be productive. Yeah, I should be productive.
This is me. This is me.
I should be productive.
Oh God. Oh no, that's no. I relate to that too much. Oh, I relate to that too much. Fuck.
Yeah, I should be productive.
I relate to that too much. Fuck. Oh, I relate to that way too much. God dang it. Oh, oh no. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my God. I love these, chat. They're so good. Oh my God. Ah. Uh-oh. That's so funny. God dang it. Oh my God. I love this. I love this artist so much. They're so goddamn funny. Oh my goodness. Like they're so gosh dang funny. Oh my Lord in heaven. Oh wait, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. I need to fix this before I put the window away. Hold on a minute. There we go. I know how to do things in order, chat. No, I do not. Someday I'll attempt to animate a short. Aw, Tapper, don't worry. Yeah, let me link that. Let me link that person's YouTube channel. Are they on? Oh, they're on Blue Sky too? Let's go. Oh shit, they're on Blue Sky too? Hold on. Hold up. I'm immediately giving them a follow right the fuck now. Hold on a second. I'm immediately giving them a follow right the hell now. Holy shit. Oh, that animation was so clean and so funny. Computer I usually use to make my animations is is having issues, so I'm stalling on all of my animating projects. Ah. There's their Blue Sky also, chat. Go follow them. Go, go, go. They're fucking great. They're so funny. Oh my God, they're so funny. Okay, like I have, and again, I'm peeling back the work in progress curtain a little bit, chat. I downloaded a little while ago, actually. I downloaded the program MMD, Miku Miku Dance, because I know for a fact there is a way to convert VRM files, which is what Vroid Studio saves models as, into a file you can export immediately into MMD and then animate it from there. I I might try to do that a bit more seriously now that the new model's done. Just gonna throw that out there. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Okay, chat. I need water. I need water. I've been sitting here yapping for a while. I need some water. I will be right back. And then after that, I don't know, we might watch some more stuff. I might throw a game on. We'll see. We'll see. We're flying by the seat of our pants right now. All right. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okie dokie. Chat, we're back. Hi. Currently knitting the little black pear that is the robot's base head shape. Slow going as a thin black yarn is kind of annoying to work with, but I'm happy to. It's really freaking cute that you actually go out of your way to knit things. That's genuinely, Tapper, that makes me really happy that you're invested enough in this, whatever this is that I do. Whatever this is that I do on the internet. Okay, chat. I kind of know what we're gonna do. Because the title of this video alone... The title of this video alone intrigues me. The title of this video alone intrigues me, chat. It's literally called 3,500 Years of Hangover Cures. Sure, Max, you got my attention. Let's go.
For as long as people have been drinking, they have been drinking to excess. And that means that we've had thousands of years to come up with lots of cures for the hangover. Like this 10th century recipe for kishkia from Baghdad. So thank you to Masterclass for sponsoring this video as we try to cure that New Year's hangover. This time on Tasting History.
Okay. Sure, lay it on me. I'm down for this. Let's go. What do we got?
If you've ever had a hangover, you'll know that it sucks. And in that moment, you will grasp at absolutely anything to get rid of that feeling, whether it be a mimosa.
It's a spinda. It's a spinda. Oh my god, that's adorable. I just noticed the spinda. That's perfect. Also, chat, easiest way to cure a hangover, drink water. Unironically, easiest way to cure a hangover, drink water. Because a hangover is literally just your body saying, oh my god, I'm dehydrated, help.
Or Bloody Mary, a hair of the dog, if you will. Or, like I usually do, a lot of greasy food, a burger and fries. And the greasy food, well, that's not a new thing. Back in the 10th century, the Baghdadi author Ibn Zayar al-Warraq wrote a cookbook, Kitab al-Tabikh, or the Book of Dishes. And in it, along with a lot of recipes for how to make different alcoholic drinks, he includes a recipe for a stew called kishkia, named after its main ingredient, kishk. Kishk has balanced properties. It digests fast and is good for treating people with hangovers. Kishk, sometimes called kashk, is still a popular ingredient today in the Middle East, and it can vary wildly from place to place. But in this cookbook, it talks about a type that is made of fermented barley and whey. And then it's left to dry and crumbled up into a sort of powder. It does actually mention several types of kishk to be used in this recipe, but it's not totally clear what those were, and I was only able to find one type, so that's what I'm using. I'm using a cup of this powdered kashk, which I'm whisking into 2 cups of verjuice, which is the juice of unripe grapes and has sort of a sour and vinegary flavor. So between that and the kishk, I'm going to guess this dish is going to have a rather sour, fermented-y flavor, which is probably good for kicking a medieval hangover. Now, the recipe is rather long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the translation from Nawal Nasrallah's Annals of the Caliph's Kitchen is surprisingly specific.
I just had a very stupid Final Fantasy XIV related joke. So, do you get verjuice before or after you get Ver Thunder? I'm sorry, I had to. I apologize to all my Red Mage mains in chat, but I had to.
In the quantities of most of the ingredients that are used. It starts off by saying, wash 3 rattles of meat and put it in a pot. Add a half rattle chopped onion, a quarter rattle fresh herbs, a handful of chickpeas, 1 piece galangal, and a quarter rattle olive oil. Pour water to submerge the ingredients in the pot. Let the pot cook until meat is almost done. Add any of the seasonal green vegetables.
When a red mage decides to take a culinary and discovers some verjuice.
So it's just cool to cook from a recipe that's this old and yet have exact measurements to work with.
Oh my god.
So for this full recipe, what you'll need is 3 pounds of lamb or other meat with the bone, 1 medium onion sliced, a quarter cup of diced onion, a quarter pound of fresh herbs. It's not specific in what herbs to be used, so I'm using a mixture of coriander, thyme, parsley, basil, and oregano, all of which would have been available in the region.
All those are really good though.
Also, a quarter pound of herbs is a lot of herbs.
It's a lot of herbs.
A half cup of chickpeas, a 2-inch long piece of galangal. Galangal is in the same family as ginger, and it has a similar flavor, though I find it to be a little bit more earthy and citrusy, and you can usually find it at an Asian grocery store. A half cup of olive oil, 1 head of green chard chopped fine, the same amount of another green vegetable like spinach, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1.5 teaspoons of cassia or cinnamon, a half teaspoon of cloves, and 1 teaspoon of spikenard. Spikenard is an aromatic that for thousands of years has been used in perfumes and balms, but it can also be used culinarily.
Is there verjuice too, or does it upgrade to ver wine?
And now, even though I feel like the main flavor profile of this dish is going to
Thank you, Pip. Thank you for taking the joke to its natural conclusion. I appreciate that.
Be kind of sour with the
Oh my
kish
God.
and the verjuice. All of these different aromatics and the ton of herbs that are in it, I think
Ow.
it's going to give it a really complex flavor
Ow, that
profile.
was my
So even
hand
1,000
smacking
years
my-
ago,
my
people knew
mic
how
stand.
to create a complex palette of flavors. And if you are looking to create a complex palette of flavors in your home cooking, then might I suggest today's sponsor, Masterclass. So I've been using Masterclass for like 7 or 8 years.
Yup.
So chop the meat into large chunks and put them with the bone into a large pot along with the fresh herbs, the chickpeas, the galangal, and the olive oil. And mix this all together and then add enough water to cover the ingredients. Oh, and also add the sliced onion. I forgot that, but you can add it now. Don't add the diced onion though. Set this over medium heat and bring it to a simmer and then cover the pot and let it cook for about an hour or until the meat is nice and tender. Once the meat is ready, add in the chard and the spinach. And as I often do, I have overestimated the size of my pot or underestimated the size of the dish, and so I had to switch from the smaller pot to the larger pot, and one of these days I'll just learn to always start with the larger pot. With the greens in the pot, though, you can let it stew for another 15 or 20 minutes. Sense. And this is a good time to whisk your kish into the verjuice because it does take 10 or 15 minutes to really kind of fully dissolve and it thickens up. And then you can add that to the stew as well. Stir it in and let it cook for another 20 minutes. Then add in the cumin and the cassia along with the diced onion. Give it another 10 minutes and finally stir in the cloves and the spikenard. At this point, the recipe says to stop fueling the fire, let the pot simmer and rest on the remaining heat, then take it down, God willing. Of course, I'm not cooking this on a wood-fired stove, so there is no way to stop fueling the fire, so I'm just turning it on very low and letting it simmer for about an hour. Now, in this cookbook, following the recipe, there is something that I feel most cookbooks today are sorely missing, and that is a poem about the dish itself. And it was written by a 9th century prince who was also a poet and a singer
food poetry
and a
here?
composer.
Question mark?
And it is all about kishka, the nourishing dish to have when in the gripes of a hangover one craves some food. If sakbaja is missed, kish may replace it when a sour dish he must have. Made with shoulder cuts of lamb and of tail fat an equal amount is put. Juice of sour grapes poured to cover will make it good and a dish to savor. Its pale hue shimmers like her contour flickering through her sheer gown.
Whoa,
Having eating it, intoxicated one will be all anew, and the hangover will itself renew. So yes, while there were times in history where drinking in the Islamic world was completely forbidden and they weren't doing it, the recipe and other recipes for alcohol in this book and this poem show that that was not always the case. Kind of depended on whoever was in charge, how strict they were. Drinking and hangovers were a rather daily occurrence for most of history, and so along with this recipe for kishkia,
that's
the
good
ancients
news,
have
Akido.
left us
Yeah, hell
several
yeah.
other remedies to save your poor aching head.
There we are.
In the ancient Greek work De Hypnosophiste, the author Athenaeus quotes the even more ancient poet Alexis, saying, "If the headache only came to us before we drink to intoxication, no one would ever indulge himself in wine immoderately. But as it is, foreseeing not that punishment for drunkenness will come, we
So if the
readily give
hangover came
ourselves
before
over
the
to
drink,
drinking
we'd have less
unmixed
hangovers, is what you're
Unmixed
saying.
cups being a wine
Or
that
we'd
wasn't watered
drink
down,
less.
and so much
Sounds like
more
cowards
likely
talk to
to
me.
go to your head all the quicker. And if
No,
hangovers
drink
were such a
responsibly, chat for the
concern
love of
even
God.
in Alexis's day,
Drink
then
responsibly.
I ask, what were some of the cures that they had floating around? Well, one of the oldest comes from a Babylonian tablet, which says, if a man has taken strong wine and his head is affected and he forgets his words and his speech becomes confused, take licorice, beans, oleander, and so forth, with oil and wine before the approach of sunset, and in the morning before sunrise. And before anyone has kissed him, let him take it, and he will recover. So even then, over 3,000 years ago, they suggest something oily and a bit of the hair of the dog that bitches, that being a little bit more wine. They also suggest a little oleander, which can be poisonous, so don't.
Yeah, I was
don't try
about
that
to
one.
say.
Also, I would not try.
Fun fact, the followers of the Greek god Dionysus believe being drunk invited the divine into your body. Naturally, they threw the best parties. Look, I've seen what Dionysus looks like in Hades too. Oh my god, I would party with him so hard.
The remedy for a hangover headache
Just saying.
that Pliny the Elder gives
Just
us.
saying.
Headache can be relieved when the patient drinks the water left in a trough after an ox or ass has been
What?
drinking there, and should we
Huh?
care to believe it, by the male organ of a fox worn round the head.
Why? I have a lot of questions I don't want answers to right now, chat. What the fuck? Huh. An error in judgment. Oh dear. Also, hey Buckshot, how are you? You came in at a time.
Thank God for aspirin. Honestly, sometimes I feel like Pliny the Elder is just punking us. Like, does he really believe these things that he writes down?
Yeah, seriously.
I think not.
I don't
Though
think so.
he does
There's
actually
no way.
give us, instead of a remedy, this is more of something so you just don't get a hangover headache in the first place, and that is to not drink wine that has been treated with resin. The ancient Romans would often add a type of resin to their wine to act as a bit of a preservative. But Pliny warns that new wine seasoned with resin is good for nobody, causing headache and fits of giddiness. For this reason, it has been named crapula. Crapula is the name of the resin that they would add, and it got its name from the Latin word for drunkenness, crapula. And after drinking some of this resin, the next morning you feel like crapola. Which, oddly enough, those two words are not linked etymologically.
That's
now,
funny.
As we move on from the
That's
ancient
actually
world
really
into the
funny.
medieval
Oh
world,
my God.
many of the remedies are more similar to the ones that we would see today. Like, instead of drinking
Hey,
out of a
Belarus.
trough that a donkey
Yes, you
drank
did.
out of,
Yes, you did,
in
friend.
the Islamic world, it was suggested to drink lemonade with mint or quince along with your wine. This would
Whoa.
just stop the hangover from even forming. Essentially, hydrate while you're drinking and you won't
Yes.
feel so bad in the morning. And I have found that to be absolutely true. And should you forget to hydrate, then just drink some cold water. You need to know that drinking cold water first thing in the morning is recommended only for people suffering from acute heat, fevers, and hangovers. However, they should avoid drinking it in one big gulp. Rather, they need to have it in several small doses and breathe deeply between one dose and the other. Well, that's just good advice.
Okay.
As
Yeah, that is
is
just
the
good
advice
advice.
given by the 14th century English royal physician John Gadsden, though his writing style
is just good advice,
a bit
honestly.
more specific, shall
What?
we say. He talks about drinking a pomegranate wine that is flavored with some vinegar and sugar. But if anyone have drunk too much, if it be a man, the testicles should be washed with salt and vinegar, and if it be a woman, the breasts. Also, let them eat the leaf or the stalk or the juice of a cabbage with sugar.
Question. What the fuck kind of remedy is that? What the fuck kind of remedy is that? Wait a minute. Huh? What? What the hell? I have far too many questions right now. Oh my god. What is going on? Second baking class at full swing is this past week. Oh, nice. Oh, Buckshot, that's awesome. Oh, that's taking me back to my culinary school days. Holy cow. Also, let me give a shout out real fast to the homie Belarus. So, Belarus, the long answer is upgrade process kind of went awry. That's what happened. And that's why my left eye looks like that. Because, you know, sometimes transferring the soul from one body to another is hard enough. Transferring a dragon's soul from one body to another is a process in and of itself. I mean, you know, I never thought of it that way, but maybe, yeah. Hold on. Let me also show off the new model for anyone in chat.
We have the technology.
Also the ponytail. Also I can show off the ponytail again, but yeah. So you see all of this. all of these little technological upgrades, they're there to make sure everything stays in place. They're there to make sure everything stays in place. Particularly, Tapper's gonna lose her mind again. The Tron, I love the Tron vibe too. Even the hands. Hold on, the hands too, look. I would love to see how you managed to do that, Tapper, considering how they're very much light up, right? And of course the Tron shoes, which what I am calling the Tron shoes because yeah, they kind of look great, legitimately. The new lore video is up on the YouTube channel. Is it still pinned? It's still pinned. Good. The new lore video is up on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I had a fucking blast putting that together. It was so good. Thank you, Belarus. I appreciate that. Yeah, because Belarus was kind enough to show me their new model as a work in progress. I showed them a work in progress version of my new model, and it was just see, chat, this is what VTubers do, right? This is what VTubers do, where they show each other new models as a, oh my god, is that Guppy? Hi Guppy, hello. Hold on, let me pet chat real fast. Hi Guppy. Thank you. You know what, hold on a second, let me show off everything. Hi Guppy. Hello. Let me get Guppy a shout out real freaking quick. There we go. They are tinged a little bit blue, Belarus. Yes. Hang on a second. Let me. Whoop. Hello. Yeah. Now you can see all the new details. Right. Now you get to see all the new details right up close. It's so good. How's it going, Guppy? How are you? Hope you're doing well tonight. Guppy, probably one of my favorite things about the new model. Look at this. Look how freaking cool. Look how expressive it is too. Like, my gosh. Yeah, I love everything about the new model. It's so fun. Hang on, let me give folks the full breakdown here. Whoop, hold on. There we go. See? I'll have a new reference sheet up on Blue Sky, probably sometime tomorrow, because I still have to finalize it. But yeah, that's the new me. That's the new me. I'm so happy with how everything turned out, Guppy. Oh my goodness, I had a bit of a scare last night because something wasn't working the way I had set it up. But now it's working just fine. Oh my goodness. I'm doing great, Guppy. Thank you for asking. Thank you. The button on the forehead reminds me of the third eye of the navigators for 40k. Oh god. Yeah, R2 do be like that, huh? Oh, thank you, Belarus. It's funny. The one constant in all of my different models from the very beginning has been the pointy teeth. That has been the one constant on every model I've had so far, is the pointy teeth. I appreciate it, Belrose. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Akido, hold on. You said I need to... Oh, you know what? Akido, I can see that. Actually, you're right. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Uh-huh. What people think when they come across Chef in a dungeon. Run the other way, probably. Run the other way, probably. New Imperial Navy officer. How to travel between the stars? Navigator. Welcome to hell, motherfucker. Warp travel at 40k is fucked up. Warp travel at 40k is fucked up. Yeah. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the new look is definitely the hair. Because look how bouncy and expressive it is. There's also like the new room here in the just chatting screen, which is great. I love it. It really fits my vibe now. It really fits my vibe now. But yeah, if you want to take a peek at the new lore video, it is pinned at the very top of chat. It is pinned at the very top of chat. If you want to take a look at it, I had a fun time putting that together. It's over 7 minutes long. I probably could have cut it a little shorter, but the perfectionist in my brain is just like, wait, no, you need to put more stuff in. you need to tell everybody everything, and I'm just like, yeah, you're right, I should. Yeah, you're right, I should. I had to lurk for now. What hope we can do? Yeah, you too. Have a wonderful evening, Guppy. You're the best. Just everybody, seriously, go follow Little Guppy right now. They are just a bundle of positive energy. They're the best. I think, yeah. I believe it was Ralphie who raided into Little Guppy once, and I was just like, holy cow, this person's great. I am following them. And I'm glad I did. Where were we? Right, we were watching a tasting history video. But I had to show off. I had to show off to my friends. I had to shout out my friends, rather. Right, right, this questionable hangover cure. What was medieval England thinking with this? I don't understand.
I mean, essentially, he's just saying, have a good wash and eat some vegetables, and that's a good way to kick a hangover. But his description is so specific.
Yeah.
Now, if you go online and look up medieval hangover cures, you'll find a bunch that are just crazy. But I don't think that many of them are actually true. I searched for like primary sources on a lot of them, and I couldn't find anything. They just pointed to other places on the internet where
Welcome back, Akido.
They were just repeating exactly what they had read on other places on the internet. Like one that suggests that if you have a hangover, the medieval people thought you would eat raw eel and it would come to life in your belly and drink the remaining alcohol. I mean, paints quite a picture, but they didn't think that.
Yeah,
That
no.
said, there was an actual
Yeah, no.
idea that eels could be used if you tended to overindulge in alcohol in the first place, but it wasn't by eating them. This idea originated around the time of the fall of the Roman Empire, but then it was written down again in the 17th century by Nicholas Culpeper, who wrote that eels being put into wine or beer and suffered to die in it, he that drinks it will never endure that sort of liquor again. And I mean, I guess that has to be true. If you want to drink some beer, then take some eels and drown it in that beer, and you won't want to drink that beer anymore. Makes perfect sense to me.
Sure.
And really,
yeah,
perhaps they should
whatever.
use this prophylactic. Around the same time in Russia, there was a German scholar,
Oh,
Adam
Belarus.
Poliadius, who
So,
traveled to Russia in the 60s.
The cool thing about Max, the cool thing about Tasting History, this YouTube channel, for every single video, he has a Pokemon plush in the background that is somehow related to the video he is currently, explaining, which is really, really cool. So like the fact that Spinda is in the background of a video about hangovers is kind of perfect, honestly.
1930s, and wrote that everyone in society was constantly drunk. Both secular and ecclesiastical, high and low, men and women, young and old. None of them, anywhere, any time, or under any circumstance, let pass any opportunity to have a draught or a drinking bout. This surely led to many, many hangovers. But, just like the people of 10th century Baghdad, they had a remedy for that. The Russians prepare a special dish when they have a hangover. They cut cold baked lamb into small pieces, like cubes but thinner and broader, mix them with peppers and cucumbers, similarly cut, and pour over them a mixture of equal parts of vinegar and cucumber juice.
What?
They eat this with a spoon, and afterwards, a drink tastes good again. Lamb meat, green veggies, and vinegar. It is very much the same kind of dish as the one that we're making today, minus the kishk, of course. So it must have worked just as well as my greasy burger and fries. Now, one remedy that personally I have never subscribed to is a hair of the dog, but clearly it works because people have been talking about it for centuries, for millennia. Having a little bit of the drink that gave you the hangover will actually cure the hangover. Though
that
originally,
never
of
works
course,
that way.
hair of the dog wasn't referring to a hangover and alcohol, but rather to rabies and an actual hair of a dog. In the first century, Pliny the Elder once again suggested that when a person has been bitten by a mad dog, he may be preserved from hydrophobia by inserting in the wound ashes of hairs from the tail of the dog that inflicted the bite. But even though that's how the phrase got started, it came to refer to alleviating hangovers at least by the 16th century. In the work Gargantua and Pantagruel by Rabelais, he talks about a man who drinks an inordinate amount of wine, so much so that he is elevated by Bacchic enthusiasm.
Oh, dear God.
That is, he got very drunk. And so the character of Friar John asks what a pox ails the fellow? What, O devil, has he swallowed? His eyes roll in his loggerhead just for the world like a dying goat's.
Fuck it, here's hoping it works,
be so kind as to cram some dog's burr down the poor cur's gullet? Will he take a hair of the same dog? This is, of course, the theory behind the Morning Bloody Mary as a restorative. Though there are actually some liquors that were made specifically to cure ailments like hangovers. For example, the aperitif Fernet Branca was created in Milan in 1845 as a bit of a cure-all. It could rid you of worms or even cholera, but perhaps less impressive, but more practical. It was considered a cure or preventative for a hangover. Today, the company that produces it has dropped the claims that it will get rid of worms or cure cholera, but they have held on to the claim that it will prevent or fix a hangover.
That's
For me, one of the
impressive.
least appetizing hangover cures has to be one of the most recent, and that is the prairie oyster, where it's been called that here in the U.S. since at least the early 20th century. But my favorite description actually comes from Jeeves of P.G. Wodehouse's Jeeves and Wooster stories. Basically, when Jeeves first encounters Bertie Wooster, Bertie is trying to find a valet, kind of a butler sort of thing, and Jeeves is there to get a job. But Bertie has a terrible hangover, and Jeeves secures his job by making him up what essentially is a prairie oyster. It is a little preparation of my own invention. It is the Worcester sauce that gives it its color. The raw egg makes it nutritious. The red pepper gives it its bite. Gentlemen have told me that they have found it extremely invigorating after a late evening. I find the very thought of one of these drinks even more nauseating than
No.
the hangover
No,
itself.
I'm good,
But a
thank
lot
you.
of people swear by them, so
No.
who knows? For me,
Not me.
I'm going to stick to my greasy burger and fries unless I am won over by this 10th century recipe for kishkia, which should be about ready to eat. And
Let's
here we
go.
are, kishkia from 10th century Baghdad.
That
So I'm not
generally
gonna
looks
lie,
really
it's
good.
not the
Wait.
prettiest dish. It is what it is. It wasn't that pretty, and then I added the kishk, and it made it less pretty because it kind of makes it like this pale thing, and it has this shimmering layer of oil on the top, which in the poem he said reminded him of like a sheer dress, which I thought was kind of interesting. Yet, it smells quite good, so let's give it a try. Doesn't look good, but it actually tastes really good.
I was about to say.
It is really complicated. The flavors just keep coming.
Oh
one
God,
after
Pip,
another.
you're right though. Yeah.
So the first thing that you do get, that lamb flavor. If you don't like lamb, you won't like this. But then you do get that kind of sourness from the verjuice and the kishk. And I don't love that. But then that is pushed aside in favor of the greens and the different spices that are in there, and that's really the flavor that you're left with.
Okay.
What I really enjoy is the amalgam of textures. You have the meat, but then you also have some of the onion that has been in there for so long that it's now just kind of mush, but then also some onion that's only been cooking for half the time. So it's still got a little crunch.
I was about to say, so that's kind of
greens,
that's
but
why
some of them
they
have completely fallen apart.
Yeah.
The
Textural, it's
the
a textural
chickpeas
difference.
Have their distinct texture.
They haven't been cooking as long. I
Really
get
interesting.
It now. Yeah.
I can see why, just like any stew, if you're not feeling so great, this kind of thing warm you up. You'll feel good. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my burger and fries, partly because it's just easier, and I like burger and fries.
Like for what is it? If you follow me on Blue Sky or on the Discord, you'll see what I made for dinner tonight. It was basically a stew. It's really fucking good. I might have a bit more after stream. I'm not gonna lie. It's really fucking good. It's really tasty. What I ended up making for dinner tonight, chat, was I apologize if I butcher this pronunciation, but I had budajjigae, which is Korean army stew, and it's really fucking good. It's really fucking good. Oh, you know what? Let me. I need to show. I need to. Yeah. I've heard worse pronunciations. Thank you, Coney? Question mark? Thank you? Okay, chat, I have to show you probably, this is a really early Max video. This was from 4 years ago, but it's probably one of the most long-lasting memes on his channel. Yep, chat to the hardtack video.
Hardtack, ship's biscuits, molar breakers, sea biscuit, galette, or worm castles. They were all one and the same thing. Whether during the Civil War or beneath the Jolly Roger, these little pieces of overly dry, dense bread were essential to the diet of any soldier or sailor, and it's that latter one that we'll be talking about today. So thank you to the Great Courses Plus for sponsoring this video as we make
chat,
chips,
here we
biscuits,
go.
and
Get
grog,
ready.
and sail into the world of sailors and pirates. This time on Tasting History.
Yeah, and there's the Team Aqua Pikachu. Yeah.
So I'm often asked where the ideas for these episodes come from, and I thought this was actually a good one to kind of explain because it's a really circuitous route.
It is.
Circuitous, yes. So I was talking to one of my Patreon patrons who goes by the name of Etrigan about Tolkien and Lord of the Rings and the lambus bread and cram that he has in those books and how they were probably based on the hardtack that he had eaten during World War I. So there you go, episode on hardtack. But we decided to kind of narrow in on ship's biscuits, which were the earlier form of hardtack that was served on sailing ships. Though Townsend's has actually done kind of the quintessential video on ship's biscuits, so I will put a link to that in the description. But we do cover some of the same history as he did, just for context, but I was really looking to cover new history that he didn't cover in his video. That took us to pirates.
Yarr.
So thank you to Etrigan for inspiring and helping me with this episode via your love of Lord of the Rings. Now, Tolkien's bread
Townsend's
was
is great
probably
too,
a
yes.
lot better than actual historical hardtack, which was often crawling with maggots by the time it got eaten, and was so hard that even Benjamin Franklin said, "The ship biscuit is too hard for some sets of teeth." Now, I looked all over
I think I
for
would
a
actually
period
shatter a
recipe
tooth
for
on hardtack.
and
I'm
I
not
just
even
could
kidding.
not find anything. Maybe it was so simple that nobody ever bothered to write it down. Maybe it's out there. I just couldn't find it. But I did find a wonderfully detailed description of how it was made in 1815 by William Falconer
Times are tough for
for
biscuits
His
and getting
Majesty's
bottle
Royal
numbers.
Navy.
Exactly, Pip.
Sea
Yes.
biscuit is a sort of bread much dried to make it keep for the use of the Navy, and is good for a whole year after it is baked.
Oh,
The
God.
process of biscuit baking for the Navy is simple and ingenious and is nearly as follows. A large lump of dough consisting merely of flour and water is mixed up together and placed exactly in the center of a raised platform.
That's literally
where
it.
a man sits upon a machine called a horse and literally rides up and down till the dough is sufficiently kneaded. One man molds the dough till it has the appearance of muffins. Another stamps them on both sides with a mark.
I have
the
buckshot,
business is
yes.
to deposit in the oven 70 biscuits in a minute. The biscuits thus
I've made
baked are
hardtack
kept in
before to basically shatter.
repositories,
Oh, God,
which receive
yeah.
warmth from being
Good God,
placed in
R2.
drying lofts over the ovens till they are sufficiently dry to
thought
be
there was
packed
more.
into
Nope,
bags
there's not.
without danger of getting moldy. And that last part is essentially why ship's biscuits even exist.
Yes,
Because keeping
that's
bread
exactly
from
it.
getting moldy on a ship is darn near impossible. But if it's sufficiently dried, it can last up to a year. And later on, when it was used on land, like during the Civil War, it could last indefinitely. There's actually
Pretty
still
much, yeah.
some hardtack left from the Civil War, and there's a guy on the internet who eats it. I would not suggest doing that, but
No.
it's kind of an interesting video to
That's
watch.
not a.
Anyway, for this
why would you
recipe,
do
what
that?
you'll need is 4 cups or 450 grams of flour and 1 cup or 235 milliliters or less of water. And that should make either 4 large biscuits or about 8 small ones.
Oh,
They
here we go,
change
Chad.
in shape and
Here
size
we
throughout
go.
history, so it's really up to you. Now, for the flour used, they used all sorts. It could either be really nice flour or the worst flour, kind of depending on who was making it, at what time, and for whom. But I'm going to be using a stone ground whole wheat flour, which is rather coarse, because in Jonas Hanway Esquire's amazingly titled Abuses in Bread, One of the Most Injurious Practices of Our Time, and the Importance of Removing the Evil, he says, the flour which biscuit and gingerbread bakers use should be called coarse flour. Now, I'm not adding any salt to this
weird.
recipe because, as Falconer says, it's merely flour and water.
Yes.
And that makes sense because if you've ever spent any time on a ship, as I have, you know that everything is salty. The deck is salty. The food is salty. You're salty. You don't need to add salt. And frankly, if you're looking for flavor, this is not the bread to go with. There are a lot better
not at all.
breads out there. And I'm actually taking a course on the Great Courses Plus that is
I
teaching
swear
me
to
all
God,
about making
you could
some of those
probably
breads.
kill somebody with
better.
hardtack if you
So
threw
for
it
a
hard
free
enough.
trial, please visit the Great Course
I
free trial
swear.
today. Now let's get back to them biscuits, shall we?
You could
So
probably
take the
kill
flour
somebody with
and
hardtack
start
if you threw
adding
it hard
in
enough.
the water. I'd start with about half of a cup and begin mixing it in. You want the dough to just come together. The drier, the better. Don't feel like you need to use all of the water. Once the dough does come together, get to kneading. Now, Falconer describes a man on a machine called a horse riding up and down on the dough to knead it. I don't have that kind of space, so I just used my hands. Knead for about 15 minutes or so. You can't over-knead this
Hardtack
bread.
fired out of
and
a
kneading
cannon
will
like
help
a
it so it
cannonball.
doesn't
Oh my
crack
God,
in the
R2.
oven.
Yeah.
Next, he says
yeah.
that they are molded into the shape of muffins, and that would be an English muffin, so round with a flat top and flat bottom. Also, you want to make sure that they're no thicker than about a ½ inch because they're not going to dry properly. Then it says they were stamped, presumably with a royal signia or something. I don't have that. So instead, I'm just going to poke holes, which is called docking. And that makes it so it doesn't puff up in the oven. Then set them on a baking sheet and bake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 Celsius for 3 or 4 hours or until they're dry enough that they easily come off of the baking sheet. Now at this point, they should be pretty dry, but we are looking for biscuits drier than the humor of an English baker after 2 G&Ts. For nothing is more injurious to bread than moisture. Now the term biscuit comes from the French word meaning twice cooked, and that's often what they would do. They would let it cool and then put it back in the oven and let it bake again, or 3 times, or even 4 times. But in the description that we're using, instead they put them in these lofts above the ovens.
The moisture, and that's how these will last longer than the most talented of men. Thank you,
to approximate that, we're going to put it
I might have to find Dylan's video on this next.
Fahrenheit or 95 degrees Celsius for a few more hours. Now, while we want our biscuits dry, we do not need to hold that standard to ourselves. So, let's make some grog. For this, all you'll need is 4 parts water and 1 part rum. That was the standard set by Vice Admiral Edward Vernon, who they called Old Grog on account of the old grogram coat that he used to wear. See, at this time, sailors, especially in the Caribbean, would get a half pint of rum each day for their ration.
Yeah, that's grog.
But Vernon noticed that they were saving that ration up for a few days and then getting plastered. So, to stop that, he watered down the rum and had it doled out twice a day. Now, if you think that rum and water sound just a little boring, don't worry, because the Vice Admiral says that crew members who are good husbandmen may, from the saving of their salt provisions and bread, purchase sugar and limes to make it more palatable to them. And I think I'm a good husbandman, so I'm going to add a little bit of sugar and squeeze in a little bit of lime, and, yeah, swirl it around, bottoms up. It's actually really good. Quite refreshing. Yeah. I like that. Also, how cool is this mug? It's perfect for grog. I'll put a link in the description below if you want your own pirate mug.
I would love a mug like that. Are you kidding me?
Anyway, now that we have our grog in hand,
oh my God,
make sure to bedight this video with a hit of the like button as we take a gander what them salty sea dogs might have been enjoying for them victuals.
Yarr, matey.
Now, to find out what pirates ate in the 17th and 18th centuries, you gotta kind of look at what the Navy was eating, because a lot of pirates came directly from the Navy.
That's true.
Luckily for us, the head of victuals and provisions for the Navy was that prolific diarist, Samuel Pepys. By the morning, we were come close to the land, and everybody made ready to get on shore. The king and the 2 dukes did eat their breakfast before they went, only to show them the manner of the ship's diet. They eat nothing else but peas and pork and boiled beef.
Oh, God.
Now, that entry was from 1660.
Samuel
and he must have been
Pepys.
so
Dig it,
appalled
Belrose.
at the limited provisions that a few years later, when it was in his power to
Yeah,
actually
exactly,
do something about
Pitt.
it,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
expand the diet and kind of standardize the rations. For Englishmen, and more especially seamen, love their bellies above everything else. And therefore it must always be remembered in the management of the victualling of the Navy that to make any abatement in the quantity or agreeableness of the victuals is to discourage and provoke them in the tenderest point, and will soon render them disgusted with the King's service than any one other hardship that can be put upon them. So just like me, 17th century sailors would get hangry and up and quit the Navy. That's why I left. I wasn't in the Navy. So a few years later, in 1677, Pepys laid out the daily rations, which included 1 pound of good, clean, sweet, sound, well-bolted with a horsecloth, well-baked and well-conditioned wheaten biscuit, 1 gallon of beer, 2 pounds of beef killed and made up with salt in England of a well-fed ox for Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Now, if you think a gallon of beer sounds a little excessive, it was a small beer, so it basically had all the alcohol of like a half a Zima. Do they even make those anymore? I don't know.
Do they?
Now, Pepys also laid out some additional foods that crew members could eat
Who
on
remembers
certain
Zima?
days, such
Fucking
as
hell.
salted English pork, peas, 3 inches of northern sea cod, butter, and cheese. And he promised that no English navyman should ever be given Irish beef, for the Irish meat is very unwholesome as well as lean, and rots our men. Which explains why my Irish Nana always ordered her corned beef extra lean. Now, something you'll note missing from this provision is anything to stave off scurvy,
will not tolerate
which was
shitty
the
food.
scourge
Damn right.
of sailing ships. Almost 80 years before, in 1601, a privateer named Sir James Lancaster, and a privateer was basically a pirate who was in cahoots with the government, kind of
A legal
stumbled
pirate.
upon lemon juice being a way to combat scurvy. He had 4 ships, and the crew of 3 got sick with scurvy, and 1 did not. And it just so happened that that 1 had been drinking 3 spoonfuls of lemon juice each morning. He reported his findings to the British Navy, who then proceeded to ignore them for 200 years. It wasn't until 1795
Good job,
that
y'all.
the Admiralty finally, against the advice of many physicians, added lemons to the daily ration. Crazy. Interestingly enough, those lemons
Good
often
job,
came
everyone.
from
You did it.
Spain. And a few years later, when Spain got into bed with Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte against England, the lemons dried up, so the English started getting limes from the West Indies and became known as limeys.
Limeys.
Now, with such a limited diet for the majority of the crew, the ship's cook
Oh,
really
absolutely,
had to get
Belarus,
creative,
yes.
if not with the ingredients.
Buckshot, you're thinking of
then
vitamin
with the
C.
names
Vitamin
of the
D you only get
dishes.
from the sun.
There was dog's body, which was a sort of
sorry,
peas
what?
pudding, and burgoo or loblolly, which was essentially oatmeal with either molasses or pig fat in it. And there's
What?
actually a really good video again from Townsend's on making
Amazing.
that, so I'll put a link in the description
Amazing.
for that as well. Skilly was just ground up hardtack with pork
name.
fat and water, and then lobscouse was basically a meat stew thickened with ground up hardtack. Then there was my
There it
favorite,
is.
dandy funk, which was
Dandy
again just
funk.
ground up hardtack with fat and molasses.
Dandy
They
funk
do
sounds like a
sound pretty
freaking
hearty,
musical
if not
term.
particularly interesting. Though there is one interestingly named dish that actually does sound pretty good,
Really?
and that is salmagundi, which was
I'm sorry,
like
what
an
now?
early Cobb salad. It had fresh meats and greens and a little
Dandy
bit of
funk is a food
dressing,
Toe Jam and Earl
hard-boiled
eat. Oh my
eggs,
God,
sometimes some
Belarus, my
onions,
bones.
but that was going to be reserved for the captain and his mates. And it's said that salmagundi was actually what the infamous pirate captain Black Bart Roberts ate the morning that he went to Davy Jones's locker. Now, despite these bland foods being what most of the crew ate most of the time, especially on long voyages, when they did get to, different ports of call around the world,
I see chat showing
the
their
food
age
got more
now.
adventurous.
Yes.
And to learn more about that, we again go to a great pirate. William Dampier was originally captain of HMS Roebuck for the British Navy, but then in 1702 he was court-martialed for being cruel to his own crew and expelled from the Navy. So he became a pirate. But again, one of those privateers
I am
who
very old, that is all.
was
I understand,
kind of
Colby.
okay with the
I'm
British
shaking
Navy
your
because
hand.
he would only attack the Spanish. But it was his writings that made him famous
Wow.
because he cataloged everything that he did on his journeys, especially the foods that he came across. In the Bay of Panama, he ate a fruit called avocado pear. The inside is green or a little yellowish and as soft as butter. It is usually mixed with sugar and lime juice and beaten together in a plate. And there you have the first English language recipe for guacamole. Also,
Hey.
the first English language use of the word avocado. In fact, the dictionary credits him with a lot of firsts, including chopsticks and barbecue and cashew
Oh,
and
really?
kumquat, and supposedly he came up with the term breadfruit. Some of his other
Interesting.
interesting writings find his captain feeding sometimes on land turtle, sometimes on sea turtle. Captain Davis found such plenty of land turtle that he and his men ate nothing else for 3 months.
Oh, good
And he
God.
mentions that flamingos' tongues are large, having a large
What?
knob of fat at the root, which is an excellent bit. A dish of flamingos' tongues is fit for a prince's table. Which
Why?
is cool because the ancient Roman food writer Apicius basically writes the same thing, so checks out. Also, Dampier
Why
talks
with the
about
flamingos?
taking aboard foods that would last long times on voyages, like coconuts, rice, yams, and potatoes, which are good store to eat at sea. But not everything he was eating agrees with me, like penguin meat, or the
What?
extraordinarily sweet, wholesome meat of manatee. Don't you dare, Mr. Dampier. They are my favorite animal, and I would sooner turn to cannibalism than eat a manatee. And turning
No.
to cannibalism seems to have been on the
No.
table as well. There are actually lots of
God.
stories of pirates and mutineers resorting to
Sailors
cannibalism.
aren't too picky. That's
And even though
fair.
the
Yeah,
writing
that's
is
fair.
full of levity,
Christ.
I am guessing that Dampier was a little worried when his trip to Guam was taking longer than expected. It was well for
Oh,
Captain
no.
Swan that we
Oh,
got
the huge
sighted
manatee.
before our
God
provision
dang
was
it,
spent,
Pip, you read
of
my
which
mind.
We had but enough for 3 days
Oh,
more.
the
For
huge
as I was
manatee.
afterwards informed, the men had contrived first to kill Captain Swan and eat him when the victuals was gone, and
God.
after him, me. This
Ooh.
made Captain Swan say to me after our arrival at Guam, "Ah, Dampier, you would have made them but a poor meal." For I was as lean as the captain was lusty and fleshy.
Whoa, rewind. What?
For I was as lean as the captain was lusty and fleshy.
Who the hell is going around describing people as lusty and fleshy? I have questions, chat. I have questions, chat. What the fuck? Who's going around describing people as lusty and fleshy? I don't. God.
I sure hope nobody ever refers to me as lusty and fleshy. It's not a compliment. Dampier also talks about a lot of excessive drinking, which pirates and sailors alike were notorious for, which is the reason that there are songs like, "What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor?" It is the year of the sea shanty, according to TikTok, though probably by the time this video airs, that will be gone because teenagers are fickle. In Treasure Island, Robert Louis Stevenson wrote, "Double grog was going on the least excuse," and the sailor Edward Barlow was dissuaded from going to sea by his family, knowing how many ill husbands and drunken fellows used to go to sea, and that it was a place where many ill vices were in practice.
Oh.
But he went anyway, and quickly learned why that beer and rum ration were so looked forward to in comparison with whatever else was on the menu. A piece of hard biscuit cake, or a piece of old salt beef or pork, and maybe both stinking and rotten, having lain in a pickle 1 year or two, and nothing to drink but a little fresh water, many times both stinking and dirty. So can you really blame a pirate when in the pirate haven of Port Royal, Jamaica, they used to buy a pipe of wine, place it in the street, and oblige everyone that passed to drink? A pipe of wine being 126 gallons. So I don't feel that bad
That's a
about
lot of
eating another cup
wine.
of grog with my ship's biscuit. So after a couple hours, your ship's biscuit or hardtack is probably ready to go, but if you want to dry it out some more, you can just leave it out for a few hours or days or weeks or months because it lasts forever.
Yeah.
But for today, here are our ship's biscuits and grog. And you can tell they're done because...
there they are!
I mean...
there it is!
That's crazy. It did break
Clack,
off a little
clack.
bit, which is good, because I think that that's the only way I'm going to be able to eat these.
There it is, chat.
Or months, because it lasts
Chat, get
forever.
ready.
But for today, here are our ship's biscuits and grog. And you can tell they're done because...
Good God!
I mean...
Oh,
that's crazy. It did break off a little bit, which is good, because I think that that's the only way I'm going to be able to
literally just
eat
sounds
these.
like stones clacking together. My
For my teeth.
Christ.
Let's give it a shot. Yeah, that is crispy. Crispy and flavorless. There's a little flavor. It's just not very good. They did used to break them up and like put them into stews and stuff like I said, or just dip them into their grog or water or wine just to soften them.
It's crispy.
I mean, wow, that is like... That'll get stuck in your throat. I can see why Polly want a cracker and not a ship's biscuit.
Good
Smart
Lord.
parrot. So if you're on Discord, make sure to join the Tasting History Discord where we talk food and
Oh
history
my
and
God.
Pokemon.
Where was the other one? There it is. Like the direct sequel.
To feed the crew of a wooden sailing ship in the 18th and 19th century,
There we go,
a ship's
chat.
cook would often turn to a dish called lobscouse.
Lobscouse.
A simple stew of meat, vegetables, and ship's biscuits. So thank you to Made In Cookware for sponsoring this video as we make lobscouse. This time on Tasting History.
Good eye, Tapper, yeah.
Lobscouse was a favorite of sailors at least since the beginning of the 18th century and very likely far before that, just under different names. In 1785 it was described as lobscouse, a dish much eaten at sea, composed of salt beef, biscuit, and onions, well peppered and stewed together. A simple one-pot meal that would have been pretty easy to make in the cramped quarters that were a galley on an 18th century sailing ship.
Oh yeah.
But this definition, which comes from the Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, isn't
The
really
vulgar
a recipe.
tongue,
For a
okay.
recipe, you have to look quite a bit later to around
There was relatively
1907,
low
when
recipe,
Joe
I guess.
Tilden's
Yeah,
recipe
exactly.
for epicures says to soak 4 thick slices of corned beef in fresh water for 2 hours. Fry 4 slices of salt pork or bacon. In the fat, fry 4 sliced onions a light brown. Place in a stew pan the beef, onions, and pork or bacon. Add a dozen sliced potatoes, cover with water, and season highly with pepper. Cover and stew gently until the meat is tender. Then break into the saucepan 4 sea biscuits. Cook for 5 minutes longer. The liquor may be thickened a little more with a tablespoon of flour mixed with a little cold water. Pretty simple once you have all of the ingredients. Now, I'm cutting this recipe down because I don't have an entire crew to cook for, and even half a portion will still make a lot of lobscouse that will last me the entire week. So for that, I am going to need 2 thick slices of corned beef. You can also use fresh beef, but you'll want to add some salt for seasoning. 2 slices of fatty bacon, and for this you want something really fatty, like lardon or just pork belly, something with like 90% fat. 2 onions and 6 potatoes, and you'll want all of those ingredients chopped up into bite-sized pieces, and then a tablespoon of pepper and 2 ship's biscuits, also known as hardtack. Now this is the one ingredient you are not likely to find at your local grocery store. For the uninitiated, sea biscuit is a sort of bread much dried to make it keep for the use of the Navy, and is good for a whole year after it is baked. Of course, I've made this here on the channel before, but it's been 3 years, and between using it for several other recipes that I've made, and for taking pictures for the Tasting History cookbook, I have run out. So I am going to make some fresh hardtack. All it is 1 part water to 4 parts whole wheat flour. For a dozen biscuits, that's 8 cups or 2 pounds of flour, and 2 cups or 475 milliliters of water. You can also add some salt if you want, but it is not necessary. So just mix all of the ingredients until you have a dough come together. Now, mind you, this is going to be the driest dough you have probably ever worked with, and so you're going to be tempted to add in more liquid. You can, but that'll just make it so it needs to bake longer, because essentially you're trying to dry it out, get rid of all of the moisture, so don't add any more water than you need to.
You really
Knead
don't
the dough
need
for
to.
about 15 minutes until it becomes nice
Fucking
and smooth,
roof tiles.
and then divide it into 12 pieces. Now, if you're trying to make Civil War era hardtack, then you're going to cut this up into 12 squares. But since we are making the seafaring variety, they should be round. So roll them into balls and press them down to between 1/4 and 1/2 inch thick, and then set them on a lined baking sheet and poke holes
little
throughout so they
squares,
look like a giant
exactly.
Ritz cracker. Then set them in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 Celsius for 3 hours. Then turn the heat down to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 95 Celsius, and let them bake for another 3 to 4 hours, or until they are so hard that you can do this. So now you have all of your ingredients and you can start making your lobscouse. Now you can make this in pretty much any pot, but I am going to be using a non-stick pot that I got from today's sponsor, Made In. Made In designs professional
these kind of look like graham crackers, and graham crackers are made out of drywall.
To
Tapper, how do you
a little bit
remember
easier
all of the
to make
quotes?
my lobscouse, for
My
which you actually
goodness.
need to first soak your beef. See, corned beef is going to be full of salt, so you need
Yes,
to soak
it
it
is.
for a couple hours just to draw out some of
Hardtack
that salt.
salt. Oh,
And
the
historically,
Rasher soldiers
it would
of
have
the
been
Roman
even
Empire,
saltier
exactly
than the
are
kind that
too.
you get
Yeah.
today, but still, you should soak it before cooking with it. If you're using salt pork, you're going to do the same thing with that, but if you are using bacon like me, then just toss it into the pan to start frying. Now, you would think that this being a one-pot meal, I would do this all in one pot, because I should have,
Oh,
and
gotcha,
you should as
Tapper,
well.
gotcha.
But I was watching TV when I started cooking, and so I wasn't really paying attention, so I started frying it in a pan, which is fine, but you don't need to do that. Do it all in one pot, save yourself a pan cleaning. Regardless, let it fry at high heat for about 5 minutes or until most of the fat has melted, and then take your sliced onion and add it in, turning it over in the fat to get it evenly coated. Then reduce the heat and let the onion fry until it's lightly browned, about 7 or 8 minutes. At this point, I transferred it to the large pot. Then you add the corned beef, drained of its salty water, along with the potatoes, and then add just enough water to cover everything. This was about 6 cups or 1.5 liters for me, but it doesn't really matter, just fill it up until it's all covered. Then add in the pepper. I would start with a tablespoon, you can always add more in later. And if you are using fresh beef for this, then also add in a couple teaspoons of salt at this point. If you're using the corned beef, you probably don't need to add salt, but you can if you want. Then turn on the heat and bring the lobscouse up to a simmer. Then set the lid on and let it simmer for 45 minutes. That'll give the potatoes and the meat some time to cook and soften up while I tell you the history of lobscouse and the sea cooks that made it.
Go time, chat. There we are.
The origins of lobscouse, both the dish and the name, are really unknown. Many have claimed that since the Nordic languages, as well as German, all have versions of this word, that proves the
Typical video
origin.
about fast food for the Roman
But
Empire.
since all of the
Ooh,
meanings
interesting.
of those different words are slightly different, one isn't even a stew, it's more like a hash, it's hard to make the connection or really prove anything out, especially because in the written record, it first appears in English. Now, if it did originate in English, it's possible that it's related to an earlier West Country dish called loblolly, which was really just a hit
Tapper,
gruel.
yeah.
But again, the connection
you
is
probably
merely
think you would have.
conjecture. What is known is that lobscouse, using many different spellings, was
my goodness.
popular with the sailors of the 18th century, as well as in cities where those sailors lived, namely Liverpool. Liverpool was a major
there it is.
port in England, and there are numerous historic records that show the dish being eaten there, though from a very early point in time, they'd shortened the name to scouse. They would often ditch the ship's biscuit since they were on land and instead replace it with barley or some other grain, and they would add in other vegetables, very often carrots. And sometimes they would just ditch the meat altogether and just have a vegetable version that they called blind scouse. And when I say called, I mean still call it that because they still eat scouse in Liverpool. In fact, Liverpudlians are also called scousers. Now, since the dish is associated
I did not know
with
that. That's
seafaring, it's
interesting.
no wonder that it quickly spread to other port towns around the world.
Kinda sounds like a chowder,
In fact, the
almost.
recipe that we are making today comes from Joe Tilden from San Francisco. And in 1852, Asa Bement Clark, in his journals about his travels
kinda
to
does sound like a
Mexico and
chowder,
California,
honestly.
wrote about eating this dish
Almost.
shortly after leaving port in Florida. Rainy, rough, and boisterous. We are kept on what is called seaman's fare. No bread, but hard navy bread. The water positively horrible. Salt beef and pork every day, and for a change, a kind of thick soup they call lobscouse.
There it
which,
is.
don't tell him, is just a stew made of all those other ingredients he didn't like. So he wasn't a fan of the seaman's diet, and it's kind of understandable because the diet of the average sailor at the time was pretty monotonous and rarely
Warlock!
included fresh
Not-
ingredients,
no,
so the
not-
sea cook
not
just
like
had
that.
to make do. And now the captain and his officers, they did eat much better, but depending
Christ.
on the size of the ship, there was
Ooh, that caught
actually
me off
a
guard.
cook
Jesus.
specifically for the captain and officers, and a cook specifically for everyone else. In the 1708 book,
Ooh, that
The
caught
Wooden
me off
World
guard. What
Dissected,
the
in the
fuck?
character of a ship of war, the author Edward Ward describes how these two men,
Good Lord.
the ship's cook and the captain's cook, stayed out of each other's way. The captain's cook and he are opposites, as well in their practice as in their habitations, and seldom or never make incursions into each other's provinces. In general, the sea cook worked alone or maybe had an assistant or two, depending on the size of the ship. Now, if
Thanks,
it was
Warlock.
a
I
really
appreciate
large
that.
warship,
Good
then he
Christ.
would have more people helping him, but they would be crew members that also had other duties, not dedicated necessarily to helping him. As for the sea
appreciate all
cook
the video
himself, all of his
hold
work
on.
was done usually on
I appreciate all the video recommendations. I think the next... Remind me, because I remember saying this last time. Because I think the next just chill stream we do like this, I think I'm going to turn it into a community share night where y'all give me videos to watch, like suggest videos to watch on stream. And I'm going to keep those two recommendations. I'm going to bookmark them. I'll set aside time for that next week, because the next week I don't think I'm gonna be streaming 2 days on Snark, so we got some. We'll have a bit more flexibility for that.
on one stove that might have an oven that was useful and a couple burners and maybe a kettle and a cauldron, and that's about it. Now, originally these setups were made of brick, but
Right.
because a ship is out on the waves and would be moving, the
Yep.
bricks over time would start to crack and would fill the ship with smoke every time he was cooking. In the mid-18th century, the British Royal Navy began installing larger iron hearths that addressed this problem, and they also included spits for roasting and grates for grilling. Again, depending on the size of the ship, sometimes these were massive and would take up a very large portion of one of the decks. But for most ships, they were rather small, and sometimes all they would get is something called a caboose or a camboose stove. And that was a small stove that was actually outside of the ship on one of the open decks because it didn't have a funnel or chimney to vent the smoke.
That's
also,
small.
the word caboose or camboose doesn't mean the back of a train in this instance. It was another word for the galley or the kitchen on a ship. Anyway, in 1803, a U.S. schooner called the Nautilus received one of these camboose stoves, and the lieutenant who was in charge of the ship had mixed feelings about it. This day I received the camboose on board, and am much pleased with the plan, but do not approve of the coppers being cast iron. They are very rough, and if not able to stand the fire or by accident get split, can never be repaired. I'm not sure if he ever
lordy.
got his copper kettles, but either way, it was the sea cook that really had to make do. So who were these sea cooks? What was the sort of man who got this job? Well, typically,
I don't know if I
especially
could
in
ever
the
survive
18th
cooking on a
century,
ship
they
in
were
that era.
older
I'll tell you that right
sailors who
now.
were no
They're
longer
gone.
up to the physically demanding jobs above deck, or else sailors who had become injured in some way. Of course, on Treasure Island, the cook aboard the ship was the one-legged pirate Long John Silver. But even
Long
in real
John
life,
Silver,
this seemed
yes.
to be a theme, because in the 1740s, both the HMS Florida
Here's something really funny, chat. Here's something really funny about me. I only know Treasure Island from Muppet Treasure Island. I don't think I've read the original. I've only seen Muppet Treasure Island. Which, God, that might be a Discord movie night at some point in the future. Fuck.
and the HMS Sovereign had cooks that only had one eye. And in 1704, the British Admiralty actually sent an order calling on the Navy Board in their appointment of cooks to give the preference
Muppet
to
Treasure
such
Island is pretty
cripples
faithful
and
to the
maimed
source material.
persons
Interesting.
as our pensioners
I've
of
watched
the
Treasure
chest
Planet,
on
yes.
Tatham. And going back to the Wooden World Dissected, James Ward says that the sea cook on his ship has been an able fellow in the last war and has been
Stage
so in
voice,
this
this is my
too,
only
but
number.
for a
Yeah.
scurvy bullet at La Hogue that shot away one of his limbs and so cut him out for a sea cook. Now, the author of this, James Ward, was also a very famous satirist, and so all of his
yes.
descriptions in this book are wonderfully colorful and can give us 300 years later an excellent description of what kind of person a sea cook might be. His knowledge extends not to half a dozen dishes, but he's so pretty a fellow at what he undertakes that a bare fight of his cookery gives you a full belly.
We would do a
All
community
his
movie night of
science
the
is
menu.
contained
No, we
within
did
the
not,
cover
R2.
of a sea kettle. That is to say, if he can't cook it in a kettle, he's probably not going to make it. The composing of a minced pie is metaphysics to him, and the
What?
roasting of a pig as puzzling as the squaring of a circle. But that doesn't mean that he's not good at what he does do. He talks about the sea cook being able to take off the silver skin from beef. That's like a rather unpalatable membrane that's
Literally
on beef.
inedible. I hate
And
that.
again,
Yeah.
his description is pure poetry. He has an admirable hand in squeezing the silver from beef fat, which he does with as much dexterity as a quack does gold from a dog's turd. And though the extraction be very gross, it's yet so well refined that it does not in the least smell of the kettle. Then he would take the beef fat
my
and render it down
fucking God.
into tallow
What
and
a
give
way
that
to
to the purser
describe
to
that.
make candles. And he says that he
What
spent
a way
so
to
much
describe
time doing
that. Oh
this
my fucking
and making
God.
food in the smoky
so funny.
kitchen that it was almost like he was in league with the devil. For Lucifer himself can never be more busy than he every day in burning, boiling, and broiling. The real truth is, anyone would guess him to have been a 7 years apprentice to the Prince of Darkness, for he is never without a pair of tormentors in his hand, and the devil in his mouth, reeking with sweat and grease, as if he was come just piping hot from old Nick's kitchen.
Amazing.
And if this old sea cook is ever caught praying, it's only to tell someone to fetch him a little ship beer. He says that the cook so rarely left the galley that, unlike the other sailors who were always tanned, his face was on top covered in black soot, and then he had a beard on the lower half of his face. But when he would shave that once a month, then it looked like the posterior of a scalded hog, or whiter. And he says he's always smoking, and this smell of smoke
my
and
God.
sweat and cooking food all mingled together makes him smell as good as asafoetida. And I was really surprised to come across that term in an 18th century English document, because while asafoetida was a very popular ingredient in ancient Rome,
Yep.
it really hadn't been used in Northern European cooking for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it was still used in, of course, Indian cooking. So the only thing
Yes.
I can think is that James Ward, on his travels, went to India and came in contact with this ingredient, which I've used here on the channel, and it is often called devil's dung because it does smell so bad. So
Oh no.
I guess the ship's cook didn't smell so good. Now, as Ward describes this,
Unironically,
this
chat,
soup
every
cooked
chef
from
I've worked with had a beard.
He does get around to mentioning the dish that
The
we're
guys,
making
at least,
today.
had a beard.
He has sent the fellow 1,000 times to the devil that first invented lobscouse. So I guess he wasn't a fan. But I have to say, I think it smells really, really good, and it should be about time for us to thicken it up with some hardtack.
Oh,
So
there
take
it
your
is.
ship's biscuits and put them in a bag of some kind.
Yep, he
and
didn't need-
beat the
he did, in
hell out
fact,
of them.
need to use a
Really,
mallet.
Use a hammer or a mallet to break these up
Yep.
into pretty small pieces. They're
There we
really,
go.
really hard. So give it what for. Then add those to the lobscouse, stir them in, and cover it up to cook for another 5 minutes. This should help the stew thicken up, but if you want it even thicker, he says that you can take a tablespoon of flour, mix it into some cold water, and add that into the stew as well. Cook for a few more minutes, and it's done. And here we are, lobscouse fit for a sailor's meal. You know what it kind of reminds me of is the Irish stew that I made years ago, because it's not as liquidy as a lot of stews today are. It's much heartier. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything in there. I need some, yeah, a little bit of everything. Here we go.
You'll actually smash up so much to the point it became a powder, yeah.
It's actually pretty good. So I think it's really important
Welcome back,
to
Snake. How are
pepper
ya?
this and add some salt if you need to really make these flavors come alive. The dominant flavor that I'm getting is from the corned beef, and that texture is very chewy and you know it's just not going to melt in
Figured that
your
would be
mouth.
the case, yeah.
The potato though, nice and soft, just kind of falls apart.
Ooh.
And the hardtack, it's not as
Clack.
as hard. I mean, it definitely is softened, and you bite into it, and you just get this like flavor of flour, of cooked flour, but of flour. So you want to make sure that those pieces are as small as you possibly can get.
Oh God, Snake, big
but
same.
honestly,
Big
it's
same.
hearty, and
Yeah.
what is it they say? Sticks to your ribs. I think that this
Yeah.
could really fill you up. And you could put other things in there. They often make it today with leeks and carrots and other meats and all sorts of things. It's basically just a stew, but it's a really good stew. And
You just tried corn. Oh,
yeah,
are
so
two of you not had it
I
before?
suggest you make it. It's not very hard. It doesn't take that long, especially once you have your hardtack baked. And I'll
my
see you next
goodness.
time.
Hang on, let me flip that on. Let me minimize that. Hello, Rock. How are you? Hi. Yeah. Hold on. Say hello to the new me. How you doing? Hang on. Whoop. That's gonna kill Tapper again. There she goes. Also, oh, I get to do this now. I get to do this now. Hey, Rock, look. Yeah, huh? There you go. Yeah, look there. There you go. That's a... Look how long that gets. Uh-huh. Yeah, the old model's hair was real short compared to this. I've embraced the long hair. I've embraced the long hair. Let me also show, hold on. This will get Tapper again. The new hands. And the new shoes as well, what I like to call the Tron shoes. As soon as I get a full turnaround of these hands, I swear Tapper's gonna lose her fucking mind. Tapper's gonna lose her goddamn mind. Yeah, next week I'm gonna set up. I'll set up something. I'll let the Discord know for community media share night, so y'all can suggest stuff for me to watch on stream. In the meantime, hold on. All this talk of hardtack. Give me a second. I gotta find this one now. Oh no, hold on. Oh, excuse me. You look a little like, oh yeah. Thanks. I'm just really tired of imagining I see things. You sound like you had a long day, Rock. Oh, Rock, before I forget, look at the pinned link at the top of chat. That's my new lore video. It's 7.5 minutes long. I know how big of a fan you are of lore stuff. So have fun with that. Because I had a fun time making that one. Let me tell you that right now. Chat, all of this talk of hardtack, you know which video I have to play now.
Hardtack from the Civil War. Yes, whether it's expeditions, famines, wars, or student debt, this is what we bake in times of crisis. We start with 2 cups of flour, half cup of water. I bet you thought there was more. Nope, there's not. That's right, this is the most basic recipe in the history of history. Talk about stretching $1. This is some spandex level stretch.
Stretching.
Oh, you're gluten-free? Sorry, all we have is gluten. We cut them into sad little squares.
Little
And
squares.
poke some holes. You know, these kind of look like graham crackers. If graham crackers were made out of drywall. We then bake these boys at 250 for upwards of 4 hours to remove most of the moisture. And that's how these will last longer than even the most talented
of men.
These are roof tiles.
Tiles.
Well, this is a first. Y'all really said
Ford tough. Oh!
Just aggressive. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It's bread. Danger bread.
Danger bread.
Now, of course, you shouldn't eat them dry. But the taste is the same. Hardtack from the Civil War. Yes, whether it's
Danger bread. Oh my goodness, chat. Where's the other one? Hold on. Where's the other one? Ooh, fun story. I decided to grow my hair out a while back, so I was kept it short for years, started in 2019. Got plenty of comments how good my hair was, so I decided to keep growing it. Early 2024, 4 years of hair growing later, got long enough to cut and donate to charity. Aww, that makes wigs for kids with cancer. Aww. Later that summer, I got word my donation was accepted, and oh, that's awesome! Hell yeah, R2! Hell yeah, that's great! That's fantastic. Now what's the... Oh, where's the other one? The K... Oh, there it is! There it is!
K2 defense biscuits from the Second World War. You know times must be tough when your biscuits start getting model numbers. Start with 25 grams of sugar, followed by 25 grams of a mild treacle. Next up is 50 grams of lard. Please get out of the box. Please exit. That was only its first form. 70 grams of milk powder. Thanks. Now 200 grams of graham flour. Do you know how hard it is to find graham flour? Hard. 15 grams of wheat germ.
Wheat germ.
Fresh wood chips. I've been told to keep this in the fridge so it stays disgusting for longer. Thank you again. Finally, a half teaspoon of salt. And a quarter teaspoon of bicarbonate. Come on! There we go. So these were a part of America's K-rations. Think of them like dystopian lunchboxes. Poke some holes in. $3.50 for about 15 minutes. What's that, Frank? You like my cookbook? He can't read.
He can't read.
These are the very definition of sustenance. They're like a dog biscuit, but I would take these over hardtack. K2 defense biscuits from the Second World War. You know times must be tough.
I love that line. You know times must be tough when your biscuits start getting model numbers. Is the very definition of the word sustenance. We have no like terror of emphasis can clap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Magic the Gathering card balance do be like that, Akido, yeah. It do be like that. Survive. Oh no, survival bread. Which one was that? Hold on, I'm looking. Not that far down. K rations were meant to be eaten for max 3 days, returning to regular food. Yeah. I just saw it. Where did it go? There's the drop. Am I blind, chat? I might be blind. Chat, I might be dumb. Bottom text. Christ. Huh. Oh yeah, the compilations are great. Aren't we all? Yeah, that's entirely fair. Hey, Polly! Thank you for the 5 months of tier 1. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, Call me. Look, if you gotta go rest, I totally get it. I totally understand. You do you, friend. You do you. Chat very quickly. Remember, Comey does have a coffee page. If you donate to them right now, you can absolutely, make them finish the rest of the Blue Mage quests. So yeah, definitely go do that. I see it. Thank you.
Survival bread from 1972. This
Oh, hi,
bread's claimed to
Comey.
last
Didn't realize
upwards
you
of
were still here.
7 years, or roughly the amount of time it's taken me to get my bachelor's degree. We start with a cup of sugar, quarter cup of honey, the same of water. Then we bring to a boil with a pack of lemon jello. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that jello is inevitable. Oh, we love jello. Shut up. For the dry ingredients, we need 2.5 cups of powdered milk, 2 cups of oats.
Oats.
How am I going to survive the apocalypse
if I can't survive oats?
Once whatever this is has boiled, you add it to the dry.
Later, Comey.
Add a bit of water if we need to. Sweetie, this needs a lot of things, but water isn't one of them. Then we mold it into a brick. So thick. 30 minutes, 350.
Ooh.
Huh. This is an enigma. It is quite dry, but not in a bad way, like a biscotti. I would take this camping. Survival bread
I too
from
would take that
1972.
camping. I too would take that camping. Where is... There's... Oh no. Oh no.
A crusty spam bake from 1965.
Oh.
You guys are gonna be the end of me. To
Oh,
start,
no.
we're gonna need some cornflakes. Promise, I'm not making this up. In your bag. No crumbs. Now we get our we get our can of spam and we cry. Slice into 8 pieces using a knife. Thanks for that tip. I was in danger of using a spoon. To the cornflake crumbs, we add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a dash of cloves. Because why not go full manic? Drain a can of pineapple slices and brush with butter. Just another day in America. Coat the spam slices in mustard. No, don't make... 20 minutes at 350.
Huh.
All right. That ain't it. A crusty...
That ain't
crusty...
it. That just, I love how it just says that ain't it. Yeah, no worries, Paulie. Enjoy your lurk. Holy God. Huh. But, oh no.
A ration cake from World War II. So it's the 40s and we don't have any butter, sugar, milk, or eggs, and we need to make a cake. What do? Panic. Into a saucepan goes 2 cups of raisins plus 1 cup of water. In the interests of civil defense, we look to raisins to substitute our sugar. So you want me to boil raisins? It ain't easy being a patriot. Fire! This is awful. A half cup of lard. Just give up. Don't make a cake. A whole cup of molasses. No, this is not worth it. It's not. Looks like barbecue sauce. Smells of death. For the dry ingredients, we need 1.5 cups of flour. Half teaspoon of baking soda. And the only spice we get is cloves. Cloves. It's always the cloves. Mash the raisins. It's been nice knowing you. This would make me enlist.
This would make me enlist.
Get off! $3.25 for an hour.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no, ma'am. Just no.
No,
A
man.
ration cake
Just
from World
no.
War II.
This would make me enlist. Christ. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Oh, good Lord. Oh, actually, a good one. Here we go.
Avocado bread from 73. Yes, it seems that before millennials discovered avocado on toast, their forefathers wanted to skip a few steps and just put the avocado directly in the bread. We're gonna see if they were onto something. Of course, they were onto a lot of things back then. We begin with 2 very ripe avocados. Time to open you up. Good morning. Now in goes 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So the avocado is the only source of fat in this recipe, so instead of creaming sugar into butter,
actually
we're
quite
just
clever.
creaming the fruit, which is something I happen to be familiar with.
Hey, yo.
Time for 3... Well, 3 eggs.
3 eggs.
Beat thoroughly. For the dry ingredients, we mix together 2 cups of flour with 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. That's baking powder. Combine the 2, fold, in you go. We seem to be baking guacamole. 350 for about 45 to 50 minutes. Whoa, look at how good it looks. Woo!
I should try this.
Way. Woo! This tastes amazing. I'm so confused. Because there's no butter, there's no oil, there's no milk, just fruit. Avocado bread from 73. Yes, it seems
Jesus,
that before...
Akito. Good Lord. Where's the one where it says tastes like a size 10 boot? Oh, which one was that? I don't I remember that quote. I don't remember which video it's from, unfortunately. Shoot, which one was that from? Because I remember the quote. It tastes like a boot, like a size 10 boot. Oh, which one was that from? Hold on a minute. Huh. Was it? The war cake? Oh, I think you might be right. The Civil War cake. I think, ooh.
War cake. Of course it uses lard. Why not? Honey, call the police. 2 cups of raisins. It's always the raisins.
It's always the raisins.
1 egg of lard. What are you feeding
your chickens?
You happy, sister? Ah, fire! A cup of coffee. No. 1 cup of coffee. This is a misdemeanor. I think I've summoned something. Brown sugar, eggy, lard. What do you want me to do with this? Call the CDC. This is the South's revenge. Flour, apples, add nuts. How much?
I need nut instructions.
Smells deceased. Seems to have collapsed. Like the South.
Like the South.
Tastes damp, wet. A Civil War
Okay,
cake.
it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. Oh God, Akira, you want to see that one again? Okay, Chad, brace yourself.
Spam, peanut butter, and chocolate chip cookies. I know you're thinking, this is fake. But not only is it real, it's current and on their website.
What?
You start with a can of Spam. Cut to half-inch cubes, which I think is too big. Still a chance of sentience. Toss the Spam in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Sweetie meaty. And bake for 10 minutes at 425. 3/4 of a cup of butter. Cup of peanut butter. Cream together with 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And 3/4 cup sugar.
Sugar.
You know, I don't mind this part. Never mind, the meat's done. 2 eggs and a teaspoon of Nilla. For the dry ingredients, 2.5 cups of flour. A teaspoon each of floof powder. And soda. and a pinch of salt. Combine 2 cups of chalky chips and the Spam. This is just anomalous behavior. I'm feeling litigious. What is that? 16 minutes at 3:50. Then baking across America for moral support.
Oh my god.
It's not even the taste, which is subjective. It is the meat.
There's the meat!
In a cookie, there should never be a measurable percentage of musculature. Spam, peanut butter, and...
Oh, Snake, that would be cool, honestly. I don't know what I'd say if Dylan would be like, hey, let's collab. I'd be like, huh? that would be my response. That would be my genuine response. That would be my response. It'd be, what? Oh no, this
liver
one.
cakes from 1947. So the liver is an organ which collects and filters all of the toxins from an animal throughout their lifetime. So why we prance about it, eat it, is beyond me.
Still
That
thought
being
you
said,
could.
I've never tried it. Until now. Into
Oh,
a pot
no.
of water goes a pound of calf's liver. This recipe asks for calf or mutton liver. But when I asked about mutton liver to the butcher, he just asked if I was okay. Fire! While that boils, we need a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, flour, salt, pepper, plus dried sage, and onion. Then we drain the... What? I don't want to do this! Mince the liver. Ugh. You know, I used to have a sock like this. This is disgusting. 2 eggs. Get in. Now we make patties. What do you think we fry these in? Lard. Let me get my lard bucket. Then you just... lemon lards with liver and lard. There's something deviant about this. Tastes like metal. I don't like that.
There's
Liver
something
cakes from
deviant about this. The way he says that. Okay, we need a good recipe as a palate cleanser. Hold on, we need a... Oh, good. Actually, I like these.
Cowboy cookies from 65.
I genuinely
now,
like
I'm familiar
these.
with cookies, and I'm quite familiar with cowboys. I went to the University of Wyoming. Go Pokes! So let's bake their cookies. We start
Yay.
by toasting a cup of coconut, cup of pecans, and 2 cups of rolled oats. What? I've never thought to toast oats. 8 minutes at 3:50. Next, we have a cup of butter, cup of brown sugar, and a cup of sugar.
Sugar.
This recipe is so even. How nice. Cream. And 2 eggs. Oh, toasty. For the dry ingredients, we have 2 cups of flour and a mere teaspoon of baking soda.
Hey,
In
Odin.
goes all of the toasties. Plus 2 cups of chalky chips. So much stuff.
How's it going? How are you?
No. About 11 minutes at 3:50. These are highfalutin. Hold on. Good? Very. Cowboy cookies from 65. Now I'm
Hang
familiar
on,
with
let me...
cookies.
Yeah, hang on a second. What's up, Odin? How are you? Yeah. Say hello to the new me. Hey, Tapper, incoming. There you go. So now you can actually see a little bit more of the details. I think the hair might be my favorite part, honestly. Right. Oh, Akido, you redeemed that as I'm zoomed in. Okay, Akido. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna get nailed by this one. There you are. I made sure to make direct eye contact with the camera when I did that. I want you to know. That one's for free. Enjoy that one. Yeah, Snake, I didn't forget about you either. I didn't forget about you either. Don't worry. But yeah, I love the new model. Oh, Odin, I have not tried it, but I have seen that video. Okay, Odin, check this out. Yeah. Yeah, I love the new model. It's so good. The new bottle is fantastic. Oh god. All right, buckshot. Yeah, we'll do that one. Fucking asparagus cake. Oh god. I'm going to scan. Yeah, snake. I should have my hair in a ponytail. Oh, that's awesome, Odin. Hell yeah. Oh god. Hello. Okay, there we go. We're fine. We're fine. We're not fine. We're fine again. What the fuck is going on?
An asparagus cake from 1980.
Oh, what the? Ha! That's on me. Hold on, chat. Sorry. There we go.
An asparagus cake from 1980. You know, I
Oh,
don't make these
Tapper,
things
let
up.
me
They
know which one's
legitimately
from.
get printed in cookbooks for reasons I've yet to fathom. Our kitchen to yours. You can keep
Keep
it.
it.
First, we need 2 cups of grated asparagus. This is food for sheep and people
thank
who
you.
do yoga. Next is a cup and a half of vegetable oil, orange rind, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, vanilla asparagus. Really? 8 ounces of crushed pineapple and the juice. Sorry, pineapple, vanilla asparagus. My bad. 3 eggs. The dry ingredients are 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, cinnamon, and a cup and a half of chopped nuts. Mix terror guacamole.
Terror
An hour at
guacamole.
350. Woo, so heavy. Powdered sugar, orange, moon juice. Woo.
That's one of my favorites of his. Terror guacamole.
So it's a nice moist cake, but it's flavored like the underneath of a lawnmower.
Lawnmower?
It's earthy. It's not
It's
quite right.
earthy.
An asparagus cake from
Oh my goodness gracious. Emergency war cake. Thank you, Tapper. I love this Megalovania remix, like unironically. Can't get the joke out of my head now. Oh no, Odin. Alright, what is it? What is it? I think it was one of the early... Was it one of the early ones? Not that far back. I recently saw mashed potatoes referred to as Irish guacamole. Oh, God. Christmas crack. Yes, you did. You showed the ponytail. I immediately wanted to say, this is a view I could get used to. You would be the first person to say that tonight. Trust me. You wouldn't be the first person to say something like that tonight. Good Christ, y'all. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There, chats. Hang out in horny jail for a bit because clearly y'all need it. Good Christ. It's not my fault, Chef, I swear. Uh-huh. 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 Ay, ay, ay. Ah, excuse me. Blame Elian or Nia. Why are you blaming Elian when he's not here? Okay, I mean, to be fair, he was here earlier. But why are you blaming Elian now? Good Christ. Oh my god, y'all. I hang out with them. I hang out with so much, my jokes are becoming degenerate levels. Yeah. There it is. Hang on. All right. All right, first of all, fine. I'll let you out of horny jail for now. Y'all better behave. I swear to God. I think I found it.
An emergency war cake.
There it
no
is.
eggs, no milk, no butter, no
joy.
There's no sugar either. Is this the cake? 2 teacups of raisins. How am I supposed to know how big your teacups are? Ira, 1 teacup of dates. Why do dead people like dates so much? Bam! Fire! 1.5 cups of molasses. Pretty sure this is how diesel is made. Cinnamon! Ira needs cloves. Easy does it. Wouldn't want to ruin a disaster.
Oh no.
Here goes nothing. What in good God is this? Ira, honey, I'm going to war. Over what? Your cooking.
You're cooking.
Come on! This is the only cake that looks burnt before you bake it. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh.
Tastes like a boot. Like a
It's a
size 10 boot. An
There it
emergency
is.
war cake.
There
No
it
eggs, no
is.
milk,
We finally
no
got there, chat. We finally got there. Good Christ. Oh God. Again, I think I need... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fine. One more cursed one. One more cursed one. One more cursed one.
A spaghetti-o jello ring from the 60s. Now, I've been unable to confirm whether or not this recipe actually existed in the 60s. Not that I particularly want to, but seemingly everybody and their dog has sent me this. Into a saucepan goes a 1/4 cup of tomato soup, 1/4 cup of water. Now 2 packs of gelatin. Wonder
no.
what demon will summon today. Fire! Now that this is completely smooth, we remove from heat and add 2 cans of SpaghettiOs. Is life insurance expensive? Into a bunt.
Oh no.
Good night. Ooh, did I mention there were sausages? Because there are sausages. I don't want to do it. That is unnatural. It's like a morgue. It's a hug.
Like a
spaghetti-o
morgue.
jello ring from the...
Oh no. Good Christ. Oh, this was one of my favorites. This one right here. Oh
A
God.
chocolate beet cake from 66. Now look, I'm no stranger to cakes with bizarre ingredients, but I think the use of pickled beets is the most unorthodox. We start by blending our 15-ounce can of pickled beets. Juice and all, honey. There seems to have been a murder. Now into a bowl goes a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of sugar, a bit of nilla, 3 eggs. Whisk vigorously. In go the beets. Oh, it's pink. For the dry ingredients, we need 2 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of cocoa, pinch of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. But there's no acid. Oh, the beets! They might be onto something. Get in. Oh, it's like velvet.
There
About
it is.
50 minutes at 375. For the ganache, we need a 1/2 cup of cream and 4 ounces of chocolate over very low heat. Fire! Just until the chocolate melts and everything is smooth. Oh my.
Oh my goodness. I love how all of you had that same quote ready to go at the same time.
Beets? What's next? A chocolate beet?
I love how all of you had the beats ready to go like a moment's notice. I fucking love you. Holy shit. Oh God.
Scotcheroos!
Scotcheroos! I have made these,
So
they're
Rice Krispie
fucking
treats were
delicious.
invented all the way back in 1939.
They're
at the
so
Kellogg's
good.
Company in Battle Creek, Michigan, and have since become the most dominant Rice Krispie confection. But 26 years later, they came up with these, a lesser-known variant, which we are going to try today. In a big old pan, we're gonna need a cup of corn syrup. Followed by a cup of sugar. Excessive. Bring this to a boil to create a cavity-inducing syrup. Charming. Next, we remove from heat and add in a cup of peanut butter. Mix. Then in goes 5 cups of Rice Krispies. You know, I've never understood America's obsession with breakfast cereals. Whatever was wrong starting your middle school mornings crying over a sad bowl of oatmeal? That was character building. Good old liquid cardboard. Anyway, this is rather dense. In this goes to a 13 by 9. Just cooperate. While that's cooling, we melt a cup of butterscotch chips and a cup of Chunky chips over a double boiler. Melt you get! Just spread it on and cool completely. Yes!
I have made these. They are fucking delicious. Oh my god.
Mmm, these are good. These are better than Rice Krispie treats. Scotcheroos!
I love how during streams like this, we're all of like Chef's kids telling him what movie we want to watch next. Oh god. Every time somebody says something like that, I am hit with the realization I am old enough to be some of y'all's father. And I don't know how to feel about that.
Ice cream bread from 78.
Odin, why would you... Old enough to be some people's father, but others call you daddy anyway. Holy, you're not helping. Holy, you're not helping. Christ.
Now, I think the best way to eat ice cream is to eat it straight from the tub. However, like the first time I got up close with a man, this recipe has me second guessing. This recipe comes from a cookbook called Cookbook. They were very bright. We're gonna need 2 cups of full-fat ice cream. None of that healthy stuff. What are you trying to do, live longer? Now, before we dive in, we need to wait for this to get soft, which is the opposite of what we're used to, depending on what you're getting into. 1, 2. Next, we beat in a cup and a half of flour, plus 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. Boop. Well, this is unorthodox. And then into a greased loaf pan. Is that it? I'm not gonna tell you, there's no way this is gonna work, because it makes sense, doesn't it? Ice cream has your sugar, your flavor, your fat, your dairy, everything. I've just never thought to come up with it. Now it says we can add sprinkles for the children. Screw that. This is for me. What do you
think I am? Grown?
Look it! Bake at 350 for about 45 minutes. Just check yours with a toothpick. Ooh, ooh. Oh man, Frank. Perfectly sweet and soft and marvelous. Ice cream bread.
I should
from
do
78.
that.
Now, I think
all right, I see you, Akido. You want a nightmare again? Okay. The nightmare that is the tuna jello. Where the hell is this thing? Oh no. No, seriously, where is it? Hello? Still with the pepper. Oh, God. Down. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. His second ever video. Yeah. Wait, what am I missing in chat right now? Forget. Odin? What the fuck? What? Pip, what the hell? What are y'all doing? Anyway.
Tuna salad jello. You bet. What are you doing with that tuna, Dylan? Oh, you know, making jello. 1969 Lubbock, Texas, community cookbook. Cup of water. Salt. Fire. Half a red onion. This was written by Mitchell White. Of course, that's his name. This recipe is making me cry, not the onions. Gelatin, vinegar. Already smells like death. In you go.
Yeah,
really,
thank you, Akido.
I want to know who hurt this man. Celery. Make sure to chop it up all fine and disgusting. 5 ounces of albacore tuna. Are we sure this recipe wasn't written by a cat? Was Mitchell a cat? Now we wait. Oh boy. Oh, how did we get to this? I do this for you.
Oh no.
Oh. Mitchell! That's not food. This is a war crime.
I
Tuna
love
salad jello.
what I love about that video is just Dylan off camera yelling, Mitchell! Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, my God in heaven. Even the cat is disturbed. I know. Oh, God. Okay. This one pains me specifically.
Glorified rice from 1909. We start by cooking a cup of rice. Fire! Are you ready for glory?
Are you ready for
Cool down the
glory?
rice gently. Opposed to what? What am I going to use? A leaf blower?
blower?
Now for 8 ounces of pineapple and 8 ounces of candied cherries. But there's rice.
Rice.
We quarter
the cherries in half.
Quarter the cherries.
Here's-
You're going to make me stroke out.
Precisely what realm of mathematics
do
to
you inhabit?
have it.
Finally, we need a cup of heavy cream. I don't like where this is going. And a half cup of powdered sugar. Then we gently whip this stiff.
Again with the gently.
How do you gently
Whipped cream, you tart.
It's like saying gently have a car accident. Then you just fold everything together. Get it? Oh, not the rice. What is this? Now I'm told that this stuff is still brought to potlucks in the Midwest. Oh dear.
Why?
I find that remarkably uncomfortable. People still bring this to functions for consumption. That would
Give me consumption.
Glorified
Every
rice
Asian has sense
from
of disturbance in the
1909.
force.
We start
Me,
by
when I
cooking
first
a
saw
cup
this
of rice.
fucking video, I'm like, why would you insult rice like this? How dare you? Why? How do you gently whip cream? It's like saying gently have a car accident. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Okay, chat, because I know y'all love quoting this one.
Peanut brittle from 1909. Now, I ain't never done did a peanut brittle, but I done been heard of it before. 3 cups of Spanish peanuts. What are Spanish peanuts? Well, like other Europeans, these still have the skins on. Now into a saucepan goes 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of the newly invented corn syrup, it's witchcraft, and a half cup of water. Mixy. Now we cook this to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Fire! Bubble, bubble! Once we reach that temperature, the firm ball stage, we add in the nuts. I don't know what a firm ball is, but they should probably see a doctor. Oh! Keep stirring until we reach 300 degrees, at which point we remove from heat and add in a bit of butter and a pinch of baking soda. Who needs measurements? Off! Butter! How quickly we need a pinch. How much is the pinch? I don't know! Creamy! Quickly onto a prepared baking sheet. That was very stressful. Now we just let this cool as you read my cookbook. Please! Last instruction is a simple one, but it's a little bit barbaric. It would seem you don't have to quite apply that much force. There's peanut brittle in the dining room.
I thought I'd be busting nuts on camera.
You know, this is pretty good, but you gotta have some strong jumpers. It's distinctly old-fashioned, take that how you will. Though if you're allergic to peanuts, that's one hell of a way to go out.
That's one hell of a way to go out.
1909. Now, I ain't never done
There's peanut brittle in the dining room. It's like there's peanut brittle in the dining room. Never thought I'd be busting nuts on camera. Oh, no. Found out a recipe mentions a pinch. It's actually 1/8 of a teaspoon. Ah. Oh my God, snake. Hey, yo. Oh, I have to do this again when Christmas rolls around.
An eggnog pie from 64. Yes, whether you're feeling festive or inconsolably heartbroken, dessert is always the answer. And ours starts with 2 cups of cold eggnog. I bought this one because it's a glass bottle. Come on! Bosh. Now we mix in a big box of vanilla pudding, the 5.1 ounce. Don't get the little one, you'll ruin Christmas. Mix until it's thick.
Hey, Paleo, how are you? Thank you.
Scotch or chocolate or some light roll play. Fold in a cup of whipped cream. Feel free to use Cool Whip. I'm just going to beat it myself because it's going to be a lonesome Christmas. I'd call that a cup. No need to be precise. Your in-laws will still find a way to insult you. Oh, that's lovely. Liquor, if you'd like. I prefer men. This is the rum of my country, and it's the best.
Liquor, if you like. I prefer men. Hey, yo.
Fridge wait for at least 4 hours. I'm told my book is a good
gift.
Morning. Woo! Bit of nutmeg.
Computer's being repaired. Oh, no.
Ow! The smoothest. Oh, this is Christmas on a plate.
Oh.
Eggnog pie from 64. Yes.
Cups! 8 is the low end. What was that one? Potato candy? Hold on. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one. No, not potato donuts. Chocolate potato cake. Oh god. I remember that one. Which were the what in the fuck? I passed it. I'm blind. I'm sorry. Before the pepper cake. Oh. Hold on. Ah, there it is. Found it. Sorry.
Potato candy from the
There we
Great
go.
Depression. Just like my relationships, candy is inevitably unhealthy, so potato seems a peculiar addition. Peel and boil 1 russet. Ah! This recipe only has 3 ingredients, so I'm a bit scared. Your time has come. Add 8 to 10 cups of powdered sugar.
Cups! 8 is the low end.
There shouldn't be 8 to 10 cups of anything. This is poundage of sugar. The potatoes are gone. It's turned to liquid. Are you a sorcerer? So much powder. Reminds me of my summers in Colombia. We literally now have a dough which we're gonna roll out. This is ridiculous. This potato. Jar of peanut butter. Every turn in this recipe has been a left.
Every turn in this recipe has been a left.
To the fridge. Well. Mushroom. It's good. I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
Potato candy from the Great Depression. Just like my relationship.
Oh my goodness gracious. Holy donut, specialized potato donuts. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, Warlock, you're adorable. Thank you. So much powder. Okay. No, not that one. Because we watched that one last time. Where is the... There we go, because Odin was mentioning it earlier. Here you go, Odin.
A chocolate mayonnaise cake from 56. This has been my most requested cake. Of course it's the mayonnaise. Flour, sugar, floofers. Today you will rise. Potted cocoa. Why she smells like chocolate. Mayonnaise. And it's not just a little bit. No, it's a severe unauthorized cup of mayonnaise. Cup of water. Honey, you can't dilute a war crime. You know, it's horrible now, but I hope it turns out okay. Like children. I'm sending you to summer camp. For the frosting, we boil milk, sugar, cocoa, and margarine. Fire! Beat in mayonnaise. To the chocolate. You keep it in your purse? Hello. Maybe if I just don't think about it. Good heavens. Holy fuck. Fantastically moist. The chocolate is tangy. I'll concede you were right. A chocolate mayonnaise cake.
I know, Odin. I may have to bite the bullet and actually try it, but I'm like, oh my god. I used 3 tubs of mayonnaise making this. Oh, good lord. Honey, you can't dilute a war crime. Oh, my lord. Oh, Akira, hold on. Yeah, the Watergate salad.
A Watergate salad from 1976. One of the many questionable substances people experimented with in the 70s. Pistachio pudding. In you go. Crushed pineapple. Hello, you have any green, sir? Cup of fluffy boys. Sounds like a Palm Springs retirement home. Time to beat it. Cooperate. Perfect. Good night. Optional walnuts.
Walnuts are never optional.
My. Nixon wished it was this easy. Cheers. Ooh. Yep. Nixon would have loved this. It's not bad. It's just a cup of diabetes. I can feel my teeth rotting.
It's just a cup of diabetes.
From 1976.
Oh, lordy. Okay. Oh, I just realized what time it is. Hold on. Chat, we're going to do one more. Chat, we're going to do one more. Holy God. We're gonna do one more because I just realized what fucking time it is. Oh, you know what? Sure, why not?
Sprinkle cookies from 1980. Now, I relate to sprinkles because they're dainty, frivolous, and let's face it, just a little bit limp-wristed. All the things I was called in high school. And now, a cup of butter. Only a quarter cup of sugar, plus half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. Interesting. And yes, I know I can spray the cup to make it easier to come out, but I didn't come out easily. Why should the milk have it easy? A tablespoon of Nilla. Are you trying to marry me? Nilla beat. Now, for 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of floof powder. Finally, we need in 1.5 cups of sprinkles. Cups? You say, Dylan, that's a lot of sprinkles. I say, congratulations. You're very shrewd. This is daft. What is this? Oh, scoop. Dip in more sprinkles. More sprinkles than flour. $3.25 for about 15 minutes. Did I tell you I have a cookbook? It's gonna be fun.
More sprinkles than flour. No kidding.
Oh, yes. These are like the best birthday cake cookies. Sprinkle cookies from 1980. Now,
You forgot he actually said that? Oh my god, Tapper. Oh. Good god. Good god. Better take care of yourself, Chef. Don't be me. Yep. Oh, seriously though, Odin, my god. I worry about you sometimes, like legitimately. I worry about you sometimes, friend, please. Oh. Chat. Thank y'all for making the new debut as fun as it's been. Good Christ. Again with the massive, ridiculous amount of subs. Jesus H. This was very fun. Absolutely. Thank you. And as a reminder, chat, thank you for showing us your tail. Anyway. Chat, as a reminder, 13 more subs and we unlock a new emote. I have a feeling we're gonna hit it. I have a feeling we're gonna hit that by the end of the week. It's gonna be ridiculous. Thank y'all so much for coming by tonight. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are fantastic. I love y'all so much. Thank you for supporting me, because legitimately, I would not be doing this without you. Like, I would not be doing this without all your support. Good God. Sorry, I was double checking something real fast and I got zoned out for a second. So for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST, I'm gonna be oh, Snake, absolutely. Yeah. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST on the New York Snark Exchange channel, I am going to be playing more Monster Sanctuary. Bella Rose and Tom are probably going to join me again, as usual, because they've basically been my guides throughout the game. Bella Rose has. I think Tom's going to be... I need to talk to Tom. I should be like, you should play Monster Sanctuary as well. It's great. Wednesday, again on the New York Snark Exchange channel, again at 8 p.m. EST. I'm gonna be starting up the post Stormblood quest line in Final Fantasy XIV. That's gonna be fantastic. And then on Friday, right back here on the solo channel, I'm getting a group together. I might actually have a full group together. I just gotta talk to people. I might actually have a full group together for the Omega raids in the post Stormblood patch. So yeah, I am inching ever closer to Final Fantasy XIV content that is entirely blind for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. As a reminder, chat, everything in Final Fantasy XIV that is essentially Shadowbringers and beyond is entirely blind for me. So, oh, good Christ. Christ. Oh, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild time. I'm excited. I'm excited. Who the hell am I gonna raid, chat? Let's see. Let me find somebody. Let me find somebody. Actually, you know what? Since he was here earlier. Since he was here earlier. Since he was here earlier and encouraging some chaos, let's send some chaos aliens way. Let's send some chaos aliens way, shall we? Okay, so if you're a follower, go ahead and use that as your raid message. But if you're subbed, and you have access to the funny emotes, go ahead and use that as your raid message. Go hang out with Elian. I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the New York Snark Exchange, and for the rest of the week, have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you again for all the support. I love y'all so much. Mwah! Love you lots. Oh yeah. Enjoy the new outro screen.